The views, information, or opinions expressed during this show are solely those of the individuals presenting them and do not necessarily represent those of That Fuzzing Rock Show or its creators and writers. Cancel context, not humor. Enjoy the show.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, sucker. Let's get it on.
It is good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, degenerates of all ages. Welcome to yet another edition of my Fuzzing Rock Show, and not mine. I'm just an employee tonight. All I do is work here. The boss is here, Miss Tracey Leach. That's right,
Miss
Tracey Leach. That's right, the kid. So
there I am, kitties.
This is probably now. I'm gonna do a little bit of hard flexing here. I'm going to say that I've interviewed some pretty decent names in music so far. This is probably one of my most anticipated shows for me personally. Because I'll tell you why. Because you and I talk on the phone quite a bit, and our conversations are long and they're fucking epic. I mean, like,
that sounds like my sex life. Long and epic.
Well,
you better put a disclaimer on like now.
We'll talk about that in just one second. But seriously, we have so much fun on the phone. And so when we decided to do this, it's like, well, we're just going to basically have our phone calls, but we're going to have to PG them down a little bit. I'm going to say that. We're going to have to PG really way down.
Way down.
I don't know about way down, but it'll be down. We'll bring it down a little bit. Just a wee touch.
Only half of Viagra, not a full Viagra.
So first of all, thank you for being here. I appreciate you stopping in and hanging out and stuff. And we will see how long it takes before we get kicked off of YouTube.
We're not going to get kicked off YouTube. I promise. I won't say the F word too much.
No, I say it all the time. You can say that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not, right?
Yeah.
So first, let's take care of some show business, and then we'll get into the real business. We have to talk about, of course, our sponsors over at the Helderberg Meadworks.
Yep.
They are #proud sponsors. They love us over there. We love them back, even more so.
So it's probably gorgeous up there.
Listen, summertime's great. Fall time, the views there are unbelievable. It's a great place to be. I'm talking about the Esperance location, Troy location, different vibe, same cool place, guys. So check them both out, Esperance and Troy both. There's some stuff going on over there that we need to talk about. First is this one here. October 22nd of 2023, there's going to be the Zombie Prom at the Esperance Hall. That's going to be a fun one. Do you know what a soup stroll is by chance?
Is it like the Chowderfest?
Similar to that, yeah. So there's a bunch of stations where there's tables and stuff set up where certain
local
restaurant, exactly.
Much soup for you.
That's right. Local restaurants and even some of the local folks that are around, they make up a bunch of soup, and you kind of walk around and try their soups, and it's a great time. Free entry, guys. It is for the Unity House. So what we're asking of you guys is,
what is it like per bowl? They charge per bowl?
No, it's free. You just go but here's the thing. It is for Unity House. So what we're doing is everybody that shows up, please bring a new and unwrapped toy donation for the soup stroll. Now I've changed this a little bit. They say bring a new and unwrapped toy. I say bring like 3 or 4. You know what I mean? let's just load the place up. I wanted to try to fill the whole mead hall, but they said, we can't do that. So what we can do is we can get as many presents. Listen, guys, it's for the kids. We all love the kids. You guys know that. So it's for the kids. Please bring an unwrapped toy or 3 or 7 to the mead hall that day, October 22nd, for the zombie prom. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be DJ there, Soup Stroll, and of course the toy drive fundraiser for the Unity House. It's going to be a great time for a great cause. So check it on out. This one right here is the October cocktail of the month. This month is Pumpkinheim. It is made with the pumpkin cider and carbonated maple mead. Sounds so good. I mean, I wish I drank. I would try it, but I don't know. I might even try it. Who knows? We'll see. But Pumpkinheim, that's the cocktail of the month for this month. And of course, Jessica, of course, always behind the scenes, kind of like dreaming up some new and exciting stuff. So stay tuned for more of that. And that's not crazy. I'm not saying crazy. I'm saying she's always working on something. Frank, what's going on? There she is right there. Fuzzy maple mead. That's right. Fuzzy maple mead. Thank you, Judy. That's awesome. Judy's going to give us some toys to bring tomorrow. That's awesome. Rosemary, good evening. Frank, fuck you, Frank.
I don't think the little kids would appreciate my toys. Or they might.
Mine either. Believe me, mine either. Thank you, whoever the degenerates are that sent me that.
It's actually, if you notice the thumbs, that's like a beauty queen wave.
It's like a cone. It's like a cone to stick up your beehole or something.
It's
right?
a beauty queen fisting tool.
So this was meant for me to wave at people, like the Queen's wave. I got it. Okay,
it certainly is. Yes,
I completely misunderstood.
That's the royal wave.
The royal wave. All right, Shantae, thank you for the stars. Myron, good to see you, my friend. Sue is hanging out with us. Haven't seen that name before.
He's my bestie
Sue,
from Florida. You have to.
That's awesome. Sue, welcome to the show. Appreciate you stopping in. Wait. Where's Cass? I don't want no. I don't. Cass isn't allowed on this show anymore. I don't like her that much. So let's talk about that.
She's a new mom. You have to let her on the show.
Nope. Once she gave birth, then I could start hating her again. That was the rules.
She's gonna have one bratty child. She doesn't need 2. Be nice.
I was first. I have seniority.
Okay.
Oh shit! I forgot to put our sponsor block up. There we go. So, Amy, good to see you. There's Chuck. There's Deveria Chuck right there, buddy. What's going on, Chuck? Rosemary, good to see you. So, King's Inn tomorrow night, Friday the 13th. Here's what's going down. 6 to 8 p.m. The Tradition will be playing live. Their acoustic Nick Stamos and, of course, Ralph Renna are going to be there as the Tradition duo, and they put on a hell of a show, guys. Don't miss that. But that's first and foremost, of course. But Cass is making her triumphant return back behind the bar to co-bartend with me. We're going to be doing
round of applause.
Them Fuzzing bartenders, and listen, one of us is going down, and it ain't going to be me. Let's put it that way. Still can't stand her. Congrats on the baby, of course, but still can't stand her. Don't like her. Never have, never will. So it's going to be an interesting night. Of course, it's Friday the 13th. She's making her triumphant return to irritate the living shit out of me as usual. So
there you go.
It's going to be a good night.
I'll be there.
You will be there. All right.
Will. I got a little text message. I believe what I was going to has been postponed.
Okay.
So
good. That's awesome.
Yay! You can meet me too.
Tommy Love in the house. Who's that?
Tommy.
Tommy Love. Fifi Galore.
Good to see you,
Fifi. Well, nice to. Thanks for stopping by.
A million decades ago.
I got a new friend, T. I got a new friend.
Oh, who's your new friend?
My new friend, her name is Allie, and she does a little rock, a little show on Rockcast Radio. It's called the Roxicology Report. Okay. She does a little bit of interviewing, a little bit of talking about local music and metal and stuff like that. So she is. You guys can check her out on Rockcast Radio. She is doing her Roxicology Report. I believe it's every week on Sundays. Don't get me wrong. And her and I may possibly join forces on some stuff in the near future if all goes right. So stay tuned for that. That'll be.
You need to join forces with me. I need to be a co-host.
You are. You're the host right now.
Well, I know, but Oh, we'll see how the banter goes.
You want to do it on a permanent? Oh yeah, Cass, can't wait. You can't wait because I'm gonna put you to sleep. You'll be a little nap for a little while, Cass. Good night.
Hi, Cass.
Where did I leave off? Oh, this. Ooh, I forgot about this.
I have to leave my glasses on. I mean, I don't want to, but everything is. I actually look good because I'm completely blurry. So that's
You
why
look
I can
stunning
read your
both ways.
comments,
So
like if I have the glasses on. So.
you look stunning both ways. Whatever you're more comfortable doing, dear, you do whatever you have to do. Okay.
I don't want to have the glasses on, but I will.
All right. Deal. Let's check this one out.
Okay.
Halloween party at Empire Underground, October 29th. It's going to be a costume contest, guys. So dress appropriately. You will be judged that night, and not in a bad way. Just you're going to be judged on your costume. You know what I mean? That Fuzz and Rock Show presents the Phoenix and the Raven, Hayburner, the Hauntings, Out of My Head, and No Such Thing as Ghosts. Be a lot of fun. Maybe I need to borrow your glasses. Holy shit, my freaking eyes are bad too. Again, guys, October 29th. It's $10 in advance, $15 at the doors. Doors open at 5 p.m. Check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Halloween party with a costume contest. So make sure you're dressing appropriately. Then there's this banger right here. October 28th and 29th, 2023, Saratoga Springs City Center, the Rock and Oddities Con 2023. You can get your tickets by scanning that little thing. I'll leave it up there for a couple minutes, guys. You can get your tickets by scanning right there or go to, of course, my banner's in the way, so I got to get rid of that. There we go. You guys can go to rockodditiescon.com for more details and ticket information. But, I mean, check it out, guys. Alloy Rain, Suicide Puppets, Hard Luck Souls, The Tradition, Brick by Brick, Annika, Psychomanium, Black Belt, just to name a few. I think there's 11 metal bands there. Brought to you by, of course, us at the Fuzz and Rocks were joined in on that one.
Bring a sandwich.
You might. Well, no, there's going to be food there, I think. But hey, listen, brown bag and it's the way to go. Blackbird Tattoo, thank you to them. Radio X, guys, just make sure you're supporting all these sponsors because they're working hard to help you guys out.
Listen, Mike Valeni is good people. I love that guy.
No, I love Mike. Mike's absolutely. Speaking of Mike, this is another one of his genius concoctions that guy's always thinking. He's always on the move. The Metal Music Mixer, welcoming all genres, sell, buy, and trades. The first annual one just came up with it. If you guys got stuff to sell, especially bands, merch, stuff like that, shirts, CDs, vinyl, band merch, gear, this is the place to be. And you guys can also network your bands. You guys can kind of like talk to the other bands, get stuff together. You guys can put on shows together. That is November 12th, Empire Underground, no cover charge.
I wish they had that in the 80s. I would have had so much fun.
Listen, you guys had enough fun in the 80s. We will get there for sure. Make sure you guys are checking this out, guys. This is going to be a great thing right here. November 12th, kind of Empire Underground. And sticking with the Empire theme, we're going to go with this one. Thanksgiving Metal Throwdown. It's going to be a banger. November 18th. It's 20 at advance, 25 at the doors, 6 p.m. doors open. Empire Underground. I'm sorry about that. I hadn't said that before. There's going to be 4 tribute bands. I shouldn't even say they're like, tribute bands. That's good. Iron Maiden performed by Wrathchild. Judas Priest performed by British Steel. Motley Crue performed by Vince Neil and the Live Wire, of course. Can't forget that one. And our friends in DeVere have a little side project called Uncle Sam, Slayer, Anthrax, Metallica, Megadeth. That's SAMM. Uncle Sam right there. They're going to be knocking the place dead. That's going to be a lot of fun. Brought to you by us here at That Fuzzing Rock Show, Empire Underground, and of course all the norms, all the normal people that bring this stuff.
Keep talking. I need more ice. Hang on.
Go for it. And then there's this. This is, and listen, I cannot stress this enough. Everybody that's listening right now, there's a bunch of you out there listening right now. I am telling you, do not sleep on this. Do not sleep on this. ExtremeMusicAwards.com. You guys can be nominating right now. The voting and nominations close December 1st. After that, it goes to a judging panel. The judging panel will make sure everything's in the right category, judge on them, and then the winners will be announced that evening, January 13th. First annual Extreme Music Awards 2024. And when I say this thing is going to be, and I will emphasize it by saying this thing is going to be fucking huge. I can't stress that enough. It's going to be massive.
We're talking than Billy Fusillo. Bigger,
way bigger. We're talking celebrity presenters. It's going to be a night you guys are not going to want to miss. January 13th, Empire Live, $15 in advance, $20 at the day of the show. 6 p.m. the doors open up. Uncle Sam's going to be our house band. They're going to be playing some music for you guys. Then we're going to do the awards. It's going to be a great night. I cannot stress this enough. Do not sleep on this. You're not going to want to miss it. It's brought to you by those folks at 518 can't speak 518scene.com, Capital Underground, Radio X, Empire Live, Black and Blue Productions, and of course us here at That Fuzzing Rock Show. Do not miss this, guys. I'm telling you, do not miss it. It's going to be unbelievable. These are some of our sponsors. Of course, Motor Mountain is presenting this whole thing. The 2024 Extreme Music Awards. The nominee presenters, presenting sponsors, American Shooter Supply, Josh Moss Tattooing, Big Picture Media's joined in with us on this one, Upstate Records, Smooth Truth Whiskey, good stuff right there, Make Your Mark Tattoo, Radio X, 518 Scene, Tragic Empire, Capital Underground, and us here at That Fuzzing Rock Show, of course. There's also brand ambassadors. You guys can see them right there. Make sure you're supporting all these guys and some of the not associate sponsors, the regular sponsors down below on the bottom there. Guys, don't miss this. This is going to be unbelievable. Un-effing believable. Let's put it that way. And finally, the last bit of business. You guys can find us all over. And while I got you guys' attention, all of you guys are out there right now. If you haven't already subscribed, you guys saw at the beginning of the show, 3,000 subscribers on Facebook. Thank you guys for that. I have no idea how this is happening, but it's going insane. Today, as of today, we're up to 3613. 3613. We're almost at 4,000 already. Keep doing what you're doing, guys. YouTube.com/That Fuzzing Rock Show. Click the subscribe button. Click that notification bell. That way you know when we post new stuff and when we go on the air live. If you guys are on the Facebook side, please check us out. Facebook.com/That Fuzzing Rock Show. Instagram and TikTok, we are live on there. Not live on there, but we are also very active on there. It is at That Fuzzing Rock Show on both those. You guys can go there, follow us on there if you would, please. I definitely appreciate it. If you guys see our videos out there, if any video that you see of ours, just give us a like on it. Give us a like, a love, whatever you want to do with it. But all that stuff helps. Comments are even better. Definitely help out. Cassie left me a little angry face. Oh, so sad. Sorry about that.
Why is she angry face?
Because she doesn't like me. I don't like her, and she don't like me. So
she's like me, Cass. Don't just ignore him.
What's up? Let's see. Mr. Howard's here today. Marv, what's going on, buddy? Who else is here? Becca, thank you for stopping in. Big Mike. Kristen's here hanging out. Vinny. Oh, Mike the Enforcer, my freaking man. I love that dude to fucking death. I absolutely love Mike the Enforcer. He is. How
many people do we have in here so far?
There's quite a few. It doesn't tell me exactly, but oh yeah, they're out there and they're watching. So big wave. Hello.
See, you can't make you do math. It's
who else? Nadine's hanging out. I was
told there'd be no math. Yeah, I know.
Lenny's hanging out. Good to see you, Len. Susan's there. See, look at Cassie said, I like you, Tracy. She doesn't like me. She likes you.
I love her. I think she's fantastic. And I went to high school with her mom.
There you go. So, yeah. I love Judy to death. I just can't stand Cass. That's all.
Oh, be nice.
I can't do it. I just can't. All right. Now that the business end of it's over with.
I'm like hot already.
This is where I know I'm sweating too. I'm like,
a lot of damn business to take care of.
Listen, I got
sponsors.
You're the one that taught me, and I suck at it, Cass. So I mean, you're kind of fucked on that deal. What's up, Pat? Good to see you, man.
Okay. Hi, kids. Hi, everybody.
Let's talk about you, and
sure, let's talk about me.
So. I don't even know where to begin.
Questions out, guys, because he's like stumped. It's like
that's the first thing we'll do. We
talked about everything and didn't talk about how to actually get into the conversation.
We will let everybody know right now. If you guys have questions for Tracy,
please go ahead.
Send them. If it's too in depth or if it's too crazy,
I might PM you.
She reserves the right to either PM you or not answer them at all. We have to respect that for sure. But listen, there's going to be enough substance in here that you guys are going to be like, hell yeah. So it's all going to be good.
I was quite the slut back in the 80s.
No. You were not the slut.
No, I wasn't. Well,
you just to have a good time.
I did.
You were not a slut.
Back then, it wasn't frowned upon.
It was commonplace. It was normal. Yeah, right.
It was actually how can I, not a status symbol, but I kind of was semi teeny tiny bit famous in the 518 in my own
Absolutely, sure.
little mind, I guess. But
So listen, Tommy's ready.
Tommy, I haven't even said anything yet.
Tommy,
you
if you're
used to come
OMG
over
in
my
that,
house when my parents were away, so you be quiet.
Tommy, if you're OMG in that, you're gonna need a freaking one of those, what do you call it, the shocker thingies? Not that, Tommy, this shocker, but
Tommy lived lived around the corner from me. So when I was young, and we had fun. It was a long, like, don't let your honey get all weirded out. It was like decades ago.
And it was a different time too back then. I mean, it was more, like you said, it was more, I don't want to say socially acceptable, but it was like,
it wasn't frowned upon like it is now.
Yeah, everybody was doing it. Everybody was, it was kind of almost a rebirth of the 60s free love thing, but it was, of course, you had to be a little more protected back in those days, but
yeah,
in the 80s.
Yeah, it was before we had things that keep you alive for 1,000 years. Look at Magic Johnson. But anyway, what I was going to say was, a couple of years ago went on, my friend invited me to a show, like friend. And he used to be the manager for Fuel, and now he's huge. He's managing, what's her name? That did Dream Girls, that was on American Idol. The black girl, she's amazing.
Jennifer Hudson.
Thank you. Yes, he's his manager. So I went on the tour bus. He was on the road with Elvis Costello, and he invited me on the bus. I got yelled at because I was wearing perfume, and they didn't want perfume on the tour bus. I'm like, what the frig? And there was some other crew that was there, but they were like, oh no, you smell great. Don't worry about that. But women are not allowed on tour buses anymore. It's like, that's their home now. So they don't want, plus, I was hoping to meet Diana Krall, to be honest with you. I didn't care about Elvis Costello. I was like, Mom, I got Diana Krall's autograph, but she wasn't even there. But it was at the that brewery up in Cooperstown or something like that.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Jude. Thank you, sweetheart. I know I actually did makeup tonight. It's like all weird. But
there she is. What's up, Judith? Good to see you. There she is. Yep.
We were like high school buds.
Hey, Jude. That's right.
Come up, baby. Stay down.
So let me ask you this: Do you remember the first show that you ever went to? The
first concert?
Yeah.
Okay. The very, very first concert was Peter Frampton at the Glens Falls Civic Center. And I was like second row from the back on the floor, which is, you might as well have stayed home.
Sure.
And I was miserable. So then he did a second round of the tour, and he played at the Palace. And I went to that show, and I sent him, I was in the second row, right on the corner, like in the aisle. And I threw a teddy bear up with my, the name and phone number, because I was an idiot and thought he was cute. This was like, Christ, I was like 15. And in the Times Union, it said there were teddy bears flying in the air. And I was like, oh my God, this is like awesome.
You're like, I did that. That was me.
Yep, that was me. It was like the hugest thing. And then, so after that, I just realized that I wanted not necessarily to sleep with the guys, but to meet them. I wanted to, not be a part of their world, but just like thinking this is the coolest thing ever. And to be honest with you, and let me tell everybody a secret that wants to meet a band. All they are is the same people as us with better jobs. So if you treat them that way, they think you're cool and like are not going to be, I brought a boyfriend to a show once, and he was like, eh! And I was like, calm the fuck down. Stop acting like an asshole. Just be cool. And then they would come over and talk to us. So if you just treat them like normal people, the rock stars, then you can meet some pretty cool people. At least back then. Now it's all weird. I don't know. It's all weird.
Yeah, it's well
a
now.
different-
I mean,
different
now you're
world.
paying. Now you're paying huge money to meet them.
Listen. I shouldn't publicize this, but I'm sorry, my nose is itching because my hair's in my face. I just paid disgusting money not to even meet the band, just to have a really good seat. Because at my age, which is I'm heading to 60, but I can't stand in a crowd for 3 to 4 hours. I just can't do it. And forget the VIP. Just a regular ticket for a seat is a couple $100 if you want a good seat. And when you have been backstage, you don't want to sit on the fucking lawn. I'm sorry. I'm never going to be the SPAC lawn chick. Just not me.
I was told that I was a prima donna now because for big national shows like that, if I'm not like,
that's right, Rosemary, you're right.
If I'm not like side stage, I'm not going. I'm
right.
not going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it sounds a little pretentious, but
it's not pretentious. It's an age thing.
I've been in nasty mosh pits. I've been in, stand on the floor. I've been in the nosebleed seats. I'm done with it. You know what I mean?
I don't want and you know what it kind of sucks now because the internet, not necessarily the internet, but even TV, you can really see better, and I can pause it and go to the bathroom, but I can see better on TV. I don't want to sit where I paid still even for a shitty seat, $100. And sit in the crowd and wait in line for a bathroom and pay $20 for a can of beer that's warm halfway through. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. I'll always be the sucker for the VIP shit.
Well, never mind.
No, say it. Come on, you want to say it.
You said the sucker. I just thought that was funny. That's the little 11-year-old boy.
Not anymore. I don't do that shit anymore.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, what?
It's so glad you've broken the habit, Fuzz.
Yeah, well, listen,
life.
the gag reflex was killing me. So, do you have any idea how many shows that you've been to? You've had to have been to hundreds. I mean,
yeah. Because listen, I started at 15, and now I'm 59 3/4. So, I mean, I've really slowed down. I have. I don't go to shows anymore like I used to. I pick and choose. I actually am kind of into country now. I know. I don't want to hear it. Don't freaking say it.
That's not a bad.
But
listen,
I let country has become rock. So country is really rocking now, and there's some really hot guys. So I want to go and see a country show.
Listen,
not that they want to have anything to do with like someone that's as old as their grandmother. But
right. People like what they like. And by doing this show, I've noticed that, I mean, I do a lot of interviews with the really heavy, thrash guys and black metal guys and the way heavier end of it. And a lot of people are like, it's not my thing, which is fine. I don't be like, well, fuck you. You got to watch the show. Like, I respect everybody's opinion. If you like hip hop or if you like country, or you like what you like. It's not, you can't force anybody to listen to.
Sorry, that was for a comment.
Well, this has just been proven false. Now that we know that so myth busted on that one. It's plausible. She doesn't. That's right? Not true.
No, I don't show them at the shows anymore. Listen, back in the old day, I could like pull my shirt up really quick and they were nice and perky. And now it's a little more work. They're not that saggy though.
Well, clearly we all just saw that for sure.
Yeah, I didn't see a boob. You just saw my bra.
Well, of course, no. Okay.
All right, Jude. Here I am. Woo! It's just a bra. It's not
just
big deal.
A bra.
Jesus.
It's like a lacy bathing suit.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think
there's how many comments were there of is she going to show her boobs?
There was quite a few. And I'm like, well, YouTube tends to frown on that. So of course, they're not.
And by the way, you're Fifi galore. I work with her, so I'm going to see her tomorrow.
Well, she's already seen enough of you today.
This is true. Well, there's an apron covering it now. I need a cigarette.
You and me both. Woo.
Oh my God.
So
talk to me.
All right. So we talked about Peter Frampton. That was your first show.
Yep. And well, let me segue into this. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can pull the picture up or not. So what was it? 3 years ago? So Peter Frampton announces that he's sick. He's got a disease. It's his last tour ever.
Yep.
And this is going to segue into something. So this will be an interesting conversation. Okay. So I'm like, oh my God, he was my first concert. I have to make him my last concert with him. So I have to go. So I pay disgusting money for the VIP. Dumb me buys a second ticket because I thought my seat wasn't good because it was over to the far right. Okay. Had I known that he stood on the far right, I would have kept that ticket.
Oof.
So I traded it to my friend and I sat in the middle. So all my videos and stuff from that show were far away, which kind of sucked.
Gotcha.
And he kept saying, oh, well, I'll trade you back. I'm like, it's halfway through the show. Forget it. Just stay there. I'm not going to trade at this point. But I was stupid for that. But anyway, so I get backstage and I meet him and I got his autograph. And actually, what was cool was I couldn't get his set list, but the guitar tech gave me his set list with all the guitar changes for every song on it.
Oh, that's cool.
So that was kind of notated. That was cool. And he autographed that. And I got my picture with him. And I was all happy. And now he just announced another effing tour. So now here's my segue. How ripped off. I really want to start a class action suit for bands that say it's their last tour and you pay disgusting money for a VIP. And then they say, oh, we'll come back next year or 2 years from now. And I'm like, I paid that money because I thought it was your last tour. And now you're out again, which is great, but I'm not paying it again. And I'm not going to see you again.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
right. It's almost like false advertising type.
Right. Love the Peter Frampton, but fuck you, Peter Frampton. That's bullshit.
Well, I love that. See, Rosemary gets it, right? Shante gets it, right? It's kind of like maybe I'll call Morgan and Morgan and say, can I get last section login? I get all these bands that do VIP tours saying it's their farewell tour. Like, look at Kiss. They've had 87 farewell tours.
Yep.
My backstage pass from 87 said the farewell tour. I mean, come on.
Yeah, the Who. I think the Who started that with the farewell tour, and then they came back for another one and stuff like that.
It's Motley Crue, same thing. It's like it actually. I think a band loses street cred.
Oh, 100%, absolutely.
When they do that shit,
absolutely.
When they do.
And guys, just for the record, you guys, I know you guys are waiting for the really spicy stuff. I'm getting the vanilla stuff out of the way now. So just these are just the things that we're kind of getting it back.
I've had 3/4 of my bottle of wine. Go for it. Start shooting up pictures, and I'll talk dirt now because I got a buzz going now.
Hell yeah, there we go. So yeah, the Kiss farewell. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
They're all doing it. They all do it.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what we'll do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through. You sent me a bunch of pictures, and thank you because they're amazing.
And so everybody can see them on my Facebook page. It's like nothing people haven't seen before. So I'm sure that
I'm going to start popping them up. And if a story comes to mind, let us know. So I'll have I'll pop them up. You explain who it is. And if a cool story comes up, then, obviously.
Can we start with Nikki? He's my favorite.
No, we're going to wait on that one's down the road way a little bit.
Oh, okay. All right.
So we're going to start with, oh boy, we're going to start with this one. You ready?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Might as well start.
If my friend Denise is watching, she's gonna be like, oh yeah. She's actually giving your show the finger right now because we don't like him very much.
Well, that's not very nice.
So Kip is awesome. Let me start that off. That's Kip Winger. Okay. Doesn't look like the Harry, she's only 17 video, does he anymore? Anyway, but he He is one of, if not the most talented musician I've ever met. He's amazing. He is really fantastic. Now, that is a really crappy picture. I should have looked at it better. Anyway,
well, yeah, he's headed for a heartbreak. That's why.
Yeah, but yeah.
Sorry.
So, okay. So I meet Kip, and actually one of my friends, Dave Hoffus, he was his manager, and I didn't know this. So he did a solo thing at Northern Lights, and I went to the show, and I had run into Dave, and I'm like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "I manage him." I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here!" So I had been told from one of my friends that Kip loves peanut M&Ms. So I bring like the BJ's $20 big, huge thing of peanut M&Ms. So he was like, "Oh my God, you're awesome. This is cool." And this was before the show. This is before he even played. He was up tuning his guitar. There weren't that many people there, to be honest. He did an acoustic thing. And I'm thinking, what are you guys missing? Because this was amazing. So I meet him, and then he comes up to Dave and says, "What do you think of this chick?" And Dave goes, "Oh, no, she's good people. She's good people." So he's like my bud now. So he's doing autographs and stuff, and there's a big line at the end of the show. And you know how Northern Lights used to, yeah, there you go, Lenny. And so you know at Northern Lights, they set up the merch table. They have the mid table like by the door, and then they have the sideways table near the men's restroom. And yeah, that was always classy to see guys going into pee while you're signing autographs. Nothing but the best. Absolutely. So there's the big long line wrapped, there's wrapped around whatever. So I asked him, I said, "Can I get you a drink or whatever, blah, blah, blah." And he's like, no, I'm good. I said, "I need to ask you a question." And I said, he goes, sure. What's your question? And I said, well, I really have this major question for you, and it's kind of in depth. And he goes, "Okay, tell me." So I said, I was engaged, and I got married, but I got divorced. But I said I was engaged to a man who had a previous girl he was engaged to die from cancer. So how do you keep your current girlfriend from feeling like she's a second choice? And he was like, "Holy shit, no one's ever asked me that. Go to the bar. I'll meet you there in a minute as soon as I finish these autographs." So he does all the autographs, does the pictures. He meets me over at the bar. He goes, "I have never in all the years of touring and asked questions and everything have been asked that." He goes, "That's the most amazing question." That's how I became friends with him. And he just explained, it's like, and then he told me the whole story of how his wife, had died, and nobody even knew the whole story. I found the whole story out. And he's like, "No, I've never told this to anybody, blah, blah, blah." I think every guy says that just to keep you involved in the story. And so we became friends that way. And then I started showing up at shows, and he has a penchant for germs. He's a germaphobe. So I would always bring him peanut M&Ms and hand sanitizer. So that was great until like about the fourth or fifth time I did it. And then he started getting annoyed that I was doing this. And I'm like, "Is there a problem?" He's like, "Yeah, it's just like so big or whatever." And then I went and saw him at Daryl's house, and I put it on the side of the stage, and I wasn't making a big scene. I just like snuck up in between songs, put it on the side of the stage, and walked back, not making a scene or anything.
Right.
And he took it and threw it off the side of the stage. Like he was fucking annoyed at me.
Wow.
And he treated me like a douche. So ever since then, if I do something nice for you, don't be a fucking douche to me.
But yeah, that's
it wasn't meant to be mean. And ever since then, he was kind of a douche. So my payback was I went on the Monsters of Rock cruise, and he was there this year. And he did the judging for the air guitar contest, or whatever contest it was, but it was kind of stupid.
Right.
But so I went up and I said, "Oh, I just want to say hi." And he's like, "Oh, what's your name? I can't remember." Now, mind you,
wow.
I kind of did a little dirty shit with him. So it was kind of offensive to me that he never even remembered me.
Of course. No,
that's okay. But now I found out Mr. I'm so, not cheating on anyone. Yeah, he's full of shit. Anyway, So he doesn't remember my name. That's fine. So he says on the cruise, so do you want to take your picture with me? And I said, no, good. Not interested. And walked away. He looked at me like, excuse me. And I'm like, yeah, no, not interested. Have a nice day. So that was my Kipwinger story.
What a dick.
Yeah, you're right, Sue. I forgot about that. So at the Monsters, when they were playing, he happened to see me in the crowd. This was before I ran into him. He saw me in the crowd, and he goes, in the middle of his song, you can see him on the video mouth, what the fuck, when he sees me, because he didn't expect to see me. And then he played it like he didn't know me.
Right.
But when he saw me on stage, he was like, oh my fucking God, what the fuck? So yeah, thank you, Sue, for remembering that. See, Sue is my bestie. It's like I was in high school, so she remembers all the shit.
She's got it. She knows it all. Yeah. So you and I have a common bond with this fella.
Oh, Josie, who I affectionately known as Jesse.
That's right.
I met him at Northern Lights. He's the only man I know who had a nicotine patch on each arm and was still smoking. I mean, he's lucky he's alive. But yeah, I kept the whole night. He was just super nice to me, and I kept calling him Jesse because I didn't think his name was Josie. I didn't know who the hell. I mean, I knew he was a singer, but I didn't know his name. So that's my story.
Yeah, Josie's cool. I like that dude a lot. We still text message from time to time, just like, hey, what's up, bud?
Really? Oh, you have to tell him Tracey that calls you Jesse says hi.
I will. Oh no, I absolutely will. Now I know that. Oh, look who's next. Oh, there we go. So your guys are going to see quite a few of these in here. There's quite a few of these. So, right, let's go. Here we go. There he is.
There's my guy. Okay.
There he
Actually, is. Sue took this picture.
Oh, Sue took it. Okay, cool.
Okay, Sue. Yeah, see, I took that. Yep. Okay. So that's John Bon Jovi, kids, for you who don't know who he is in that picture, because he doesn't look like that now. I should have sent you the picture of him now. He looks.
I think I have it. You're in the background.
No. Oh no. That was no. I have a more recent one.
Oh, okay.
His hair's all white now. He was at the U.S. Open matches. So, and I was like, dodge that bullet. Anyway, but no, he's a sweetheart. He was a sweetheart. I haven't talked to him in years. So, okay, so.
Here we go.
Here we go with the story. Now, how much time we got left? Because this is going to take a while.
Hey, you're the boss. We have all night.
Okay, this might go till like midnight. Okay, so back in 1984, I was going to college in Boston. And my friend Bonnie, who I worked with at Flaws, remember Flaws and Colony Center?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Bonnie drove down to Boston to my dorm, and we were going to go see Van Halen in Worcester. Okay, this was 1984 tour. Okay, so we go to Worcester. We go around. She's there in my dorm. We get in my car. We go around the corner from my dorm. I can't see the comments, so I need to put these back on. I'm sorry. I try to look pretty, but I can't do it. So thanks, Rosemary. So we drive around the corner, and there's a tour bus parked there. And of course, we have to stop and see who's in the tour bus. So I knock on the door, and the door opens, and I said, "Who are you guys?" Never seen them, never heard of them, whatever. Mm-hmm. And they said, "We're Bon Jovi." And I said, "Never heard of you." And they said, "Oh, okay. Well, never heard of you? Don't know who you are?" They go, "Yeah, we played the Paradise last night, and there was nobody there." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Didn't know who you were. I would have won." So I said, "We're driving up to Van Halen." And they said, "We're going to the show too. Do you want to ride with us?" So I'm like, "Fuck yeah." So absolutely. We park the car. I get on the tour bus. So now remember my car. Thanks, honey. So I park the car. Now remember my car's in Boston. I get on a tour bus that's going to Worcester. I'm stuck. So we get on the tour bus. I took a picture with John. There's a picture of John in there in your files. The first night I met him. So that's him sitting on the tour bus, like being casual. I don't know if it's in your file or not. I don't know. But so we're riding on the tour bus. I hit it off with Tico, the drummer. So me and him hit it off, blah, 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 blah. We do dirty shit. We get to the show. Hi, nice to meet you. It was great to see you. Thanks for the ride. We're going into the show. Well, I don't have a ticket to the show. So I finagled my way in. I'm just going to leave it at that. Yeah, that's the picture on the tour bus driving to Worcester. He's looking rough, but he was so fucking cute. I'm a sucker for a guy in sweatpants. But by the way, if we ever go on a date, don't show up in sweatpants. But I'm a sucker for a guy in sweatpants. I think it's sexy. So I get to Worcester. We go to the show. I get put into a room with about 500 other girls. I'm like, oh, this kind of sucks. A man comes over to me. I get a backstage pass, by the way. Mm-hmm. I don't even remember much of the concert, but I get put in a room with my friend, and maybe there were like 40 or 50 girls. I don't know. There seemed like a lot, and then it got dwindled down to a second room. They'll go to this other room, and then there were less girls. It was like the picking list. Listen, back in the day, you were treated like fucking cattle, and if you were ugly, you might as well have stayed home.
Sounds like it, yeah.
It's kind of sucked. And I don't mean to sound that conceited, but that's all. So I get put in this room. A manager comes in and says, you come with me. I said, well, I'm with my friend. And she's like, and he's like, okay, you too. So I get put into the dressing room of Van Halen, where I meet Eddie, who sits down next to me on the couch.
So 84, that's David Lee Roth still.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Dave was nowhere to be found.
Right.
All the band, Alex, and Eddie were in one room.
Okay.
All the vowels were in one room, and the consonant was in the other room. It was whatever girls he had. Dave.
Nice.
You have to take English class to know what I'm talking about.
That's right.
So Eddie sits down next to me. He's like, oh, you got to come back to the hotel with me. I'm like, okay. So I go back to the hotel. We're making out at the bar. I mean, me and Eddie Van Halen. He was so fucking hot back in the 80s. I'm sorry. He was just adorable. And in walks Valerie.
Uh-oh.
Now, mind you, this bar was huge and there's a million people. But somebody tapped his shoulder and said, look who's here. And she walked in. The fur coat was bigger than her head. So he's like, listen, I'm really sorry. I said, listen, it's your wife. That's fine, please. And she might have been a girlfriend at the time, but I knew they were together. I mean, it was all over the press, whatever. So I'm like, no, you're with her, please, please. He goes, you are so cool. I said, it's fine. I understand that. I get it. So that was the end of my story for that part, for the Van Halen, and except for David Lee Roth. I have a funny story with him. But so that was my end with Eddie. So we go, now I'm like, okay, so now I'm in Worcester with my friend. We have nowhere to stay. We meet some limo driver who must have brought other people to the show. And he's like, well, I can help you. You know, I can get you guys a hotel room. I'm like, great. So he gets us a hotel room with a broken fucking waterbed. So have you ever slept in a cold waterbed?
Oh, yeah.
You could freeze to death.
Sure.
So we're in this room. He's banging on the door trying to get in. We have locked the door because he was kind of gross. So we locked the door. Don't let this guy in. And we got a free hotel room. We snuggled together, me and her, like, because we're freezing.
Sure.
So we snuggled together. So the next day, we're like, oh my God, now we're stuck here. Bon Jovi's gone. Van Halen's gone. We're stuck here in Worcester, and I got to get back to my car in Boston. So we start hitchhiking. Now, mind you, I'm like in like these little pants that are slit all the way up to the top of my hips, like a fishnet top, Jesus. Off the shoulder with the hair. And and we're hitchhiking. We must have looked like fucking leftover hookers from a concert. We get picked up by this kid who's driving a van, smoking pot and delivering toilet paper to restaurants.
Oh, Jesus.
But he drove us all the way to Boston. So that's my Van Halen, how I met Bon Jovi story. So there's my coat. So, all right. So there's my coat. Rosemary thinks it's funny. So like a year or two later, Bon Jovi gets the gig opening for the Scorpions.
Mm-hmm.
So they were playing the Glensville Civic Center, and they were there a couple of days early. So we had a house in Lake George. So I am at the Lake Theater. I walk into the Lake Theater and I hear, Tracey! I don't know. And I look around and it's the guys in Bon Jovi.
Nice.
So I'm like, oh my God, how are you guys? They remembered me. And that's the cool thing about John is he remembers people.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Thanks, Rosemary. It was fucking awesome, right? So John says, I need to talk to you. I said, okay. So he pulls me up. He pins me up against the wall behind the bar, like whatever, in the Lake Theater. And he said, I talked to Tico, and he's really cool about this. He goes, would you ever consider dating me? And I'm like, well, yeah, I liked you since the minute I met you.
Right.
And so I really liked him. So he laid a big old kiss on me, and he said, good, we're dating. I said, oh, okay. All right. Come to the show tomorrow. I'm like, okay, I'll be there. So I was at the show with him. That's the first time I like really hooked up. And then I was at like every show until I was with him from 84 till 92.
Oh, wow.
Like 80. Well, I met him in 84, but like 86.
Right.
85, 86. The Scorpions tour was where I started hooking up with him, and then till 92. 8 years.
We got this one too.
Yeah. So that was, I hadn't seen him in a long time. And they played at SPAC. My friend got me VIP where they brought the groups on stage. So I got right to the front and I said, do you remember me? And he said, of course I do, Tracey. And he gave me a big hug and a kiss.
Nice.
And went on his merry way. But what I was told from other people at that show, that everybody said the camera was zoomed in on me on those big like screens on the lawn, because everybody's like, ah, and I'm there like this. Mad puss. They were like, what the fuck is this girl up pissed off about? I know you were, Sue.
Well, that's funny.
That was a great fucking night. I'm like, the 80s were the best. The best.
Clearly. I mean, you probably have 1,000 other stories that, I mean, I don't even know if we're going to get to a majority of these tonight, but listen, like you said.
John is a big part of my rock and roll history. And my friend Mitch in Florida, she'll be like, because she would go backstage, my friend Denise, who's watching, she would go backstage and they were all like, I want John. And they're like, oh, Tracey's here. Oh, fuck. There we go. Can't hang with him because he's going to be with her.
You're out.
He made me, we were in Utica? Binghamton. They played Binghamton. And he's like, or no, was it Worcester? I don't fucking remember what town. But he had met some other girl that was there. She was in, listen, white spandex and a white, like, what now we would work out in. Okay?
Yep.
So back then, that was like trampy clothes. She was absolutely beautiful.
Good night, Judy.
Oh, bye, Judy. Good night, honey. So she was absolutely stunning. Thanks, Sue. Binghamton. So she was absolutely stunning. And so John's like, we're making out and stuff, and we're in bed, and he's like, I want to bring her in. And I'm like, yeah, see, now it's getting juicy, right? So he's like, I want to bring her in here. And I'm like, So he gets her room number. And I mean, now listen, there's like, I'm missing huge parts because there was a part like when John and I first hooked up, when they played in Worcester, he had been waiting for me, and his merch girl was all mad at me because he was making out with me in the elevator, and it was a whole like thing. And then we had he made sure my hotel room was on the same floor as his, and we brought a bar so all the band would come into our room to drink with us.
Oh wow.
I mean, we were cool ass. Fucking party time. And so anyway, so he meets this girl and he likes her or whatever, and I'm just like ready to punch him, and I'm like, yeah, fucking bring her in, whatever. So she comes into the room and she's like, I'm usually with Richie. And I'm like, oh dear God, this is like got nightmare written all over it. So needless to say, that was the night of the first time and the only time I've ever done a threesome. So it was me, him, and another girl. And I think I did very well with her because she was very pleased. I wasn't. I was totally grossed out. So the next morning, they're all sleeping in bed together, and I get up and I'm like throwing up and just want to get out of there. And so he wakes up. He's like, oh my God, are you okay? And I'm like, I just got to get the fuck out of here. This is not my scene. I'm not this girl.
Right.
So I go back to the hotel room, whatever, and they proceed to start writing on the bathroom wall or the bathroom stalls at Saratoga Winters that I'm a carpet muncher.
Oh.
You didn't hear any of this shit, did you?
No. So
I'm like, whoa. And at first I was upset until all the guys started saying, that's the coolest shit ever. That's
right.
Awesome you did that.
Of course.
The guys liked it. So I'm like, it worked. It didn't work in their favor. But anyway, so I'm like, no, that's never going to happen again. So the next time I saw him, I take him into the bathroom and he's like making out with me. And I'm like, I whack him in the head. He's like, nobody touches my hair. I said, I fucking touch your hair because I'm very, very mad. Don't ever put me in that situation ever, ever, ever again.
Right.
He's like, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to. And can I make it up to you? I'm like, yeah. So we were fine. Yeah. So there's some of the Bon Jovi story, the majority of it. But
there's more. I remember you telling me something else
about
Bon Jovi and Tico and
about I'm in a song.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
Well, that wasn't Tico. Tico was like how I met Bon Jovi and how I hooked up. But
right.
Yeah, and that was me and John.
Okay.
So I had never really. Okay, we're gonna get really graphic here.
Here we go, guys. Here we go.
Oh, it took 1 hour to get into this exactly. We're hitting the 8 o'clock mark.
Let me get my popcorn. Hold on.
Where's your disclaimer? Oh,
you want the disclaimer now? Okay.
Yeah, I want the disclaimer now because it's gonna get dirty.
We can do that. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I went the wrong way. Shit, I got so much. There's so many pictures in here. Holy shit. It's crazy.
All right, fuck the disclaimer.
Here we go. I got it right here.
The views, information, or opinions expressed during this show are solely those of the individuals presenting them and do not necessarily represent those of That Fuzzing Rock Show or its creators and writers. Cancel context, not humor. Enjoy the show.
Here we go.
Okay.
Legality's done. There you go.
Legality's done. So, all right, kids. Please don't judge me for what I'm about to tell you.
Buckle up, kids.
Buckle up. So, I'm in a lyric of a song, and it's a pretty popular song. So, in the song, Lay Your Hands on Me. It's Lay Your Hands on Me, right? I believe. Okay, so there's a lyric that's called, I've been to school. Yeah, baby, I've been the teacher. Okay, so that song, that lyric is about me having John teach me how to give a proper blowjob to another band member that was not Tico. So out of famous bands, that is the only band I've ever been like, not passed around, because I was with John. John was it. So
oh shit, that's fucking awesome.
Shut up, Liz. So
oh man.
Yeah, so yeah. So if I give a rotten one, it's his fault.
Blame it on John.
Yep, it's his fault.
And again, guys,
listen, there wasn't much to work with. So I'll leave it at that.
Oh my. Okay, so listen, guys. So as far as the judge, listen, it was a different day. It was a different time.
It was.
That shit was going on. Yeah. I mean, if
it was
you judge
40 years ago.
Exactly. And you know.
That's
Glass houses and throwing stones and all that stuff.
century, almost half a century.
It's scary, isn't it? Holy shit, it's been a while.
So
for sure. So I don't know, where did we leave? Oh, so we did.
Oh, you don't have a picture of me and Glenn. Glenn was one of my other loves.
I do not, but I have that on the list. That's going to be one.
But I have that story that I want to get in there.
Yeah, it'll get in there. Trust me. Okay. I got a list.
Let's
go with this one. Let's go with this one.
John Wade. Oh, yeah. I love John. So I met John when he was singing for Bad English.
Look at you in that picture, though. Again,
Saratoga Winners.
Guys, look at her in the picture, though. Oh my God! I mean, that's a great picture of you.
That's one of my favorite pictures.
Holy shit! That's wow.
Wasn't I pretty? Look, hey, everybody. Everybody. That's when I used to smile in pictures because I don't do that anymore.
You still are pretty. Stop it.
Thanks, honey. So they played Bad English. Bad English played Saratoga Winners. Mm-hmm. And I had a crush on Ricky Phillips, who, again, you, in one of your previous episodes,
love that guy. He's awesome. He
is. He's a great guy. So he kept putting his foot up on the monitor, and I kept saying, I like your boots. And I was standing in front of him, and I go, I like your boots. And he would like give me the eye, whatever. So we never slept together, ever. We didn't. But he became like my guy, who I would hang out with Bad English. And I remember I was down in Florida, and they were playing in Tampa, and I was staying in St. Pete with my parents. So I went to the show. And I'll never forget leaving. I was wearing my strapless leather dress and my bolero hat. That was like my outfit, my go-to outfit for concerts. Mm-hmm. And I left the house and my mother goes, "You look like a hooker." Like, no, I'm not a hooker, Mom. I swear. You all right? Don't joke. Yeah, right.
Holy shit. Oh my God. Oh, that went down the wrong pipe. God damn you.
Yeah, that's what he said.
You trying to kill me. Holy shit, that's was funny.
She said it went down the wrong pipe.
Oh, man. I got tears in my eyes. Holy fuck, that was good. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead, continue. I'm sorry.
No. You're fine. So anyway, so I went to the show. It was no big deal, blah, blah, blah. So afterwards, we go back to the hotel.
Oh, man.
And I'm hanging out with the band. Now, I will tell you, Jonathan Cain wasn't a... the word I'm trying to think of? Political douche. He wasn't a political douche at this point. He was super nice. Me and Neil Schon, we were like brother and sister. We were inseparable. I should have hooked up with him. Neil Schon and I were just fucking bestie friends. I just couldn't get enough of him. He couldn't get enough of me. We were just talk all night. John Wade, I will never forget, was sitting in a chair at the bar. We were like at one of those, like a living room setup, like tall chairs and couches and shit. We were all sitting around and having drinks. He slid down the chair and ended up on the floor. So John was completely trashed. But me and Neil just sat and talked for hours and hours and hours. And then I went back up to the room with Ricky, and it was just like nothing happening. I tried to make the moves. He was not having it. I don't know, maybe he had a girlfriend, whatever at the time. But so that was that story. No big
classy gentleman.
Yeah, well,
and speaking of trash and all that, I've heard, and I don't know if this is a rumor or whatever, but I've heard that there is a new drinking game for some people that watch this show. Every time I vape, you take a drink. So so if I'm getting you guys hammered, you're welcome.
Now listen, there should be a drinking game for every time you say but you don't do it with me because you and I like
no, yeah, because there's never a dull moment.
There's never an
So everybody drink. See, now you got me doing. Oh, you got me doing it. Damn it! All right.
No, you're just transitioning to another picture or subject, whatever.
This picture. Don't say I like this picture a lot. This is a good picture. You ready? There he is.
Zach Wild.
There he is.
Zach is a great guy. So I don't have a major fucking awesome story about him. So
Whoa,
Zach,
there you go.
I did like a teeny tiny little job. I interviewed, got a job at Death Wish Coffee, and I only worked there a short period of time. I didn't type fast enough. That's okay. So they said, "Do you want to go?" I said, "I really want to go to the show." They said, "We're going to put you on the guest list." I'm like, "Fantastic." So they did, because Zach does coffee for Death Wish Coffee. He is the Valkyrie line.
Okay.
That's his. Valkyrie. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong.
Yep.
So after the Generation X show, I went up front. I said hi to Nuno, who's another one that's become a fucking douche. But I said hi to everybody in the show, Steve I and all them and stuff. And then I went on the bus with Zach, and he was super, like one of the nicest people I've ever met.
I've heard that many times.
He really is. And I hope, like, if I ever run into him again, he remembers me or whatever. I just always like to say hi. I mean, that's all. He played with Ozzy when he was like a baby.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I have a fantastic Ozzy story, but that's okay. I don't have pictures from that. I just have a backstage pass from that story.
Right.
But yeah. But Zach is an amazing person. As is Slash. Slash is an amazing person. Zach is an amazing person. Listen, out of all the people I've met, it's like 50-50 douches and nice people. So
there you go.
Oh, there's my guy. I love Slash. I love Slash.
I'm going out of order, so I'm probably going to miss half these pictures, but
no, that's okay.
When you bring them up,
Slash again, I met when Slash's Snake Pit played at Northern Lights. The singer had a crush on me. I don't. How can I tactfully say this? How can I tactfully say that I don't like chocolate? Pretty much what I just said.
I think you just said, yeah, I think you just said it all.
I am not a chocolate girl.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he was a sweetheart. But anyway, so I went back to the hotel with those guys. And then I'm like, listen, I got some pot at my house. So they came over my apartment and got high. Slash and I just hit it off like brother, sister. He was the nicest, sweetest person. And he was, I don't know if he was getting married or just dating this girl, but nobody liked her. I felt kind of bad. And he was like on the phone with her, like, I'm sorry, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. And you hear it like the one side of the conversation, and I'm just like, oh my God.
Right.
I'm like, just hang up the phone and have fun with us. But he was just a sweet person. So then I saw him. It was the most random, stupid thing. I went to Velvet Revolver at SPAC, and some guy said, I'm leaving. Do you want my ticket? And I'm like, fuck, sure. Didn't know it was front row, right, like in front of the pit.
Nice.
Came over to my side of the stage, and he stops playing to wave at me. Oh my God. And the guy standing next to me was like, dude, you know him? And I was like, well, yeah, I do.
That's so great. That's awesome.
So that was my little Slash story. But Slash is one of the good people. Slash is a good guy.
Now, this one right here is probably one of the most underrated bands that I can think of. I mean, and again, like you said, Slash Snake, but I think they were underrated too. But this band right here, I think is one of the more underrated bands. There you go.
Oh, Rick Emmett. Emmett. That's Rick Emmett from Triumph.
Yep. Super talented guy. Triumph, I think, is a really underrated band.
And his solo shit's great.
Yeah.
He
the guy
does
can
like this
sing,
little
he can play.
with his friend Dan.
They're great.
Amazing.
He's absolutely great. He's awesome.
He's an amazing guy. Another sweetheart. I just met him that one night. He was super nice. Again, backstage, I just started talking to him. I don't know how I even ended up back there, but Northern Lights, ended up backstage, sat with him in the dressing room, and he was with a friend of mine, and she was like kind of not hitting on him a little bit, but just like a little flirty. And he just seemed like to zone in on me because I was asking, how's your wife? How's your kid? And he was talking about his son going to soccer practice and just like a dad.
Right,
right. Just like really proud to talk about his family and his kids. And that was just really nice.
Let's look at this one. This one's a twofer. There's 2 pictures that go along with this one, and
The
I know you
comments
wanted
have,
to get.
Stop scrolling on my side. It's like, and is anything going on? Are the people here, or are they everybody leave?
Oh no, there's people here still. Oh, absolutely.
I'm not boring.
No, I think they're just attentive in the stories.
Oh,
So
okay.
this one's a twofer. There's 2 pictures with this one.
Okay.
Here's the first one.
Oh, yeah, Joe Perry.
Yeah, and then
Joe Perry. You can't
then,
really tell. You can't really tell. That was the night I met Joe Perry.
Yeah, and then there's this picture. This is a cool picture.
Okay.
And there's a story behind it.
Page 457, I believe.
That says it all right there. There you go.
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay. So if you look, you can't see, but I'm like pointing. And if you look to the far right, I'm the girl on the couch. I'm the blonde on the couch.
And that's in Joe Perry's book.
That is in Joe. No, it's not Joe Perry's book. It's the Aerosmith autobiography, Walk This Way.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm in that. That says New Year's 1984.
There you go.
I was in college in Boston. I went to that show. I don't remember a fucking thing about it because I was doing so much blow back then. It's a blur. It's a blur.
See, Tommy Love said no, not at all. Nobody's bored. They're just kind of hanging out.
I love you. So okay, Liz. Oh, what's your question?
There's a question.
Got a question.
All right. Listen, like I said, guys, if you guys have questions for Tracey, please type them in the chat. We will we'll ask her. And again,
Liz, I'll answer it if you learn how to spell my name right. But that's okay. Keep going.
You're not guaranteed an answer unless it's maybe PM later, but we'll see. So give it a shot. We'll go to another picture real quick to knock some of these out. I don't remember where I left off. Again, T, if I leave some of these out,
Joe Perry's.
We'll have to go. Well, yeah, I'm jumping around, but
that's okay.
We might have to do a round 2. You never know.
I'm up for
I'm
it.
always good for round 2.
I'm always an Empire Wine buying wine. So
I'm always good for round 2. You know that. That one.
Oh, the douche. That was the night I met him when he was nice.
The douche.
And if you could zoom in on that picture, he has glued on Lee press-on nails.
I did actually hit the wrong one. I meant this one, but there you go.
Okay. So I met Filter. They played at Jillian's, believe it or not. And
I forgot about that place.
You want to hear funny shit? Like, don't look at me with brown hair because I will never go dark ever again. But I was the only person that bought a VIP pass. So I was like, you need to pay attention to me because I'm your only fucking VIP that paid the disgusting amount of money to come see you guys. And actually, there's a bunch of videos of Filter on my YouTube page that there's a picture. There's one where I can't remember what song it was. I'll have to look. But Richard Patrick grabs my camera and films the crowd. So it's really cool.
That is cool.
So I got his autograph on a bunch of stuff. It was super nice to him. So when I took my picture with him, I said, "Can you please look like you just had sex with me?" So that's why he looks like that in the picture.
Nice. All right, let's see what this question is. That a question? That's like more of a comment, but
there's a movie about my life. What, Almost Famous?
Is that what she's referring to?
Or Rockstar? Listen, if I could look like Jennifer Aniston and have her ass, yeah, I would definitely say that's.
J.A. Oh.
What was your closest brush with danger?
Yep, that was the next one I was going to put up.
Oh, you know what my answer is going to be with that.
I think I do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do.
There's no picture for it, though.
No.
Okay. So, Rosemary, my closest brush with danger was back in the day. Rat was big. And I hooked up with Robin Crosby. If you look at pictures of him back in the day, oh my God, he was absolutely beautiful. They called him the King because Robin King Crosby, he was big. I mean, he was like a muscle-bound, big kind of guy, blonde, handsome as shit. And I was just like, oh my God. I liked Warren DeMartini, but when I met Robin, I was like, woof, he was beautiful. So I hooked up with Robin. So, and it was weird because I I went backstage with him and I watched him from his manager get a shot in his ass. And I was like, what is that? And he goes, oh, it's just B12. And I'm like, I felt kind of weird about it. I don't know what it was. I didn't know. Then years later, thank God, it was before he met this girl. He died of AIDS.
Right.
So now we're getting a serious part of the show. So that was my closest brush with danger because I really, really thought, oh my God, was I exposed? Blah, blah, blah. But It was like 2 or 3 years later, he started dating a porn star who gave him AIDS and then he passed away. So it was I was with him way before
thankfully
that happened. That was my only complete fear. That was the only time I was actually really scared. But other than that, we had fun. I had a great time. It's fun.
So where did I leave
so
off?
Where are we now?
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Robin
Rest
Crosby, by
in
the way.
peace, Robin. Yep. Loved him. He was fucking awesome. Another one gone too soon. Yeah, are we going to the RIP pictures now or what?
No, I don't know. They're all mixed in together. So this one, I know that this is at the top of my list.
Okay.
I know that you were excited about this one. So, and I think everybody else is going to be excited too, because I mean, they're still in the headlines a little bit. So boom.
Oh, my Nikki.
There it is.
Okay.
Those of you who don't know, that's Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue.
That's Nikki Sixx. That was when he was a gorgeous fucking baby. Oh my God. He still is a handsome man, but back then, holy crap. He was just like the guy. So met them at the Glensville Civic Center. Mm-hmm. Was backstage. Met Tommy. Tommy was doing that. Remember that video when he's like smokes a cigarette like upside down or whatever when he had the bolero hat on? Yeah. So I met him and Tommy and Vince were all hanging with me, but it was him and Tommy mostly were hanging with me. Like both of them were like kind of on me. But Nikki and I just like hit it off. So I said, listen, I have to work in the morning. I have to go. He's like, no, you can't go. I'm like, yeah, I really have to go. I have to work I was working for my dad at the hardware store. So I didn't want to disappoint my dad. I really wanted to hang with him. Listen, he's the only person I regret never sleeping with, to be honest with you. Okay.
You couldn't be late. You couldn't be late to your job. You'd get grounded.
That was my dad. Exactly. I would have been in big fucking trouble.
Exactly.
So I'm like, listen, I have to work. So I'm walking down the hallway. As you know, if you're backstage, it's like a hockey rink. So it's like dressing rooms and then the hallway and then the doors outside where the buses were.
Yep.
So I'm walking down the hallway. He fucking chases me down the hallway. As I'm ready to walk out the door, he plants this huge kiss on me, grabs my face, kisses me. He's like, please come back to the hotel room. I'm like, I really can't. I really, listen, there's nothing more in the world I would do. I really, really want to be with you, but I can't. I have to work in the morning. He's like, okay. He shrugs his head back to the hotel.
Oh, sad, Nikki.
Yeah. So I get home and there's like 10 messages on my answering machine and my phone is still ringing. So I walk in the door. Now, mind you, Glens Falls to Albany. I was living above the hardware store. So it was Colony. So it was like 45 minutes.
Sure.
So I answer the phone and my friends are on the phone in the hotel room saying, where the fuck are you? And I said, I came home. I just answered the phone. I'm home. You need to come back here right now. Nikki wants you bad. He's asking everyone, please call her. Please get her back here. I really want to meet her. I want to hang out with her. I really like her. Dumb me. No, I'm going to bed. I got to work in the morning. Nope. If he wants to meet me, he'll make an effort. Give him my phone number. Well, I'm sure they fucking never did. But needless to say, I could have hooked up with Nikki. I wanted to hook up with Nikki. He was beautiful. I looked like Madonna with the 15 earrings and like 87 rubber bracelets on my arms. But oh my God, that was a big regret. Yeah.
Was one of your favorite stores Heaven back then?
What?
Was one of your favorite stores Heaven in Crossgates back then?
No, my dad owned a hardware store. I had literally had an O-ring kit maker, and they were expensive back then.
Shit! Look
so
at
I
you.
used to sit at home cutting my pieces of rubber and gluing them together and making all my O-rings to go up my arm. And chain with the chain links.
Smart.
And the beaded chain with the little links. Listen, my dad owned a hardware store. This was all that what the jewelry was. It was great. I made my own shit.
There's another story I can't wait to get to, but I want to save it till later because it's fucking amazing.
Which one?
Let's do it now. There's no picture for it, but
we're like running late, but I don't care because if anybody wants, I'm sorry. Are you guys like upset that you're like been here this long? Are you missing?
We have
any questions or any stories? Do you want to hear anything that I'm missing here?
We have not dropped numbers since we started, so we're doing really well. Believe me. So you are dangerous in some ways, and I'm prefacing the story by saying that you are a danger to people in some ways. Please tell us how you almost killed Sammy Hagar. I love this. I absolutely love this story.
I thought you were gonna. I was waiting for like the sad story, but no.
No.
Okay, so Sammy Hagar was playing at the Glens Falls Civic Center again. My life was between RPI, Glens Falls Civic Center. I think those were like the only shows. I occasionally would go to Worcester, but most of my shows were Glens Falls Civic Center, RPI, Palace Theater. You know, those were like the big places. The Albany place wasn't built yet.
Right.
So sitting here, he's playing at the Glens Falls Civic Center. I hooked up with the monitor guy because I'm assuming the monitor guy is the guy that sits doing all the controls on the side of the stage. Mm-hmm. That's a monitor guy.
Sound guy, yeah.
So Sammy had these catwalks that went over the audience. So I am sitting. How can I just tactfully describe this? The monitor guy sitting facing the board. I'm sitting on his lap facing him. Okay? If you can picture it. I don't think we were having sex. We might have been, but I don't think we were having sex.
Cowgirl style, basically.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So he's doing the monitors, which the 80s were great. Listen, if you couldn't multitask in the 80s, you were fucked and didn't have a job.
100%. 100%.
So this is why I have a good work ethic. So I'm with this guy. I'm like kissing him and stuff, and like they're probably going like this. And so Sammy's on the catwalk above our heads. So Sammy looks down, and I wave at him. He waves, and I look up and I wave at him, and I flash him my boobs. And needless to say, he like stumbled over because he was like leaning over the side because I guess the monitor maybe wasn't working at this point because my guy wasn't paying attention. So he's like, Wah! So after the show, I have his autograph on my backstage pass. So after the show, I meet him and he goes, motherfucker. He goes, you almost killed me. He goes, I almost fell over on top of you guys because I didn't realize you were going to flash me. And oh my God, that was fucking awesome. So listen, that was the 80s. That's what we did. It was fun. Wouldn't
it be funny if like you heard an interview with him and he told that story? That would be great. That would be awesome.
Listen, it's Sammy Hagar. He was hot. He still is hot. You know how many people flashed him his tits?
And that was way before Van Halen.
Oh yeah, no. He was not in Van Halen.
Yeah, that was way before.
It was the VOX tour. I think his big hit, which I hated that song, Three Lock Box.
Yeah. No.
I fucking hate that song. I can't. But maybe that was the tour he wrote. I Can't Drive 55. Maybe he got the speeding ticket because of me with my boobs. Who knows?
See that? He was thinking about boobs. He's like, "No, fuck, I'm speeding."
Who knows?
Yeah, that was.
Right, so what? Okay, yeah.
So you almost killed Sammy. That was
I
good.
almost killed Sammy Hagar. Yeah.
Let me go back to another picture because listen, guys, I have a ton of these. We may have to do a part 2 of this show because it's.
If you want a part 2, give a vote.
That's right. Throw up in the chat. And guys, don't forget, drop some likes on this.
Tommy Love is like, yes.
Tommy's like, fuck yeah, let's do it. All right, here's another picture. And listen, I'll go as long as you want to go. I'm not We can do it all tonight if you want. I don't give a shit. However, whatever you're comfortable with, we'll do. Now, listen, you're the boss. You have to tell
I have no
me.
life, so come on, let's get
You
going.
have to tell me what to do. You're the boss tonight. I can't.
I'll make you pause and like put on an ad quick if I have to pee, but I'm good. Go, keep going.
Oh, there you go. Well, I can do a couple you posted. It's while you're peeing. There you go.
Oh my God, we haven't even gotten to those yet.
No, there's 50 of those too. So, all right. So let's look at this one. See who this is.
Oh, Rabafuso.
Yeah.
Rabafuso is the drummer for Skid Row.
Correct.
So I was down seeing another band, and he happened to be in the crowd, and I had no idea who he was. And my friend at the time, I don't speak to her anymore, but my friend at the time said, "Don't you know who this is?" And I said, "No." And she goes, "That's Rabafuso, the drummer." I'm like, "Oh my God, can I take your picture?" And so he goes, "What's your name?" And I said, "Tracey." I said, "What's yours?" And he goes, "Oh, no. I said, "Who are you?" or something like that. And he goes, "I'm your future ex-husband." Yeah, great. Whatever.
That's bold.
Yeah. He was just being stupid, but he was sweet. Super nice guy.
I think this was the one we were looking for before.
Oh, my Peter Frampton. Yeah.
Yep.
See, look, man, he was not doing good. I think he's doing better now.
Hopefully, anyways. Yeah.
God damn it. I'm so glad I lost weight. Oh,
I've been looking for that picture. I'm like, where the fuck is it? So here's another one. Check this one out.
Oh, come on. Do you guys know who this is?
I know who it is.
I know who it is. That, my dears, is Cheap Trick.
He's a police officer, right? The Dream Police, the police officer.
Yeah, he's a police officer, all right.
Oh.
You can arrest me anytime.
I'm sorry. Is there a story to that one?
Yeah, he's hot. Okay, so let's see. How do I start this? So my friend Donnie, who actually owns Upstaging Lighting and Trucking, big plug for Upstaging, Donnie Correa.
There you go.
So he was working with Cheap Trick. He was doing like management or I don't know, man, lighting. Oh, he was lighting director. Duh. So they're down in Daytona. I happened to be in Daytona. I had the cutest outfit. I really wish I had that figure back then because I was so cute and I had the cutest clothes. So I go up to the show. What did you switch me for?
I don't know.
I was used to me being on the bottom.
Okay, I'll put you back.
Now I'm on top. Okay, all right, whatever. This switching around. It's so exhausting. So I meet Robin, like I say hi to him, whatever. And now, mind you, I've like not spoken 3 words to this guy. I just said hello. Mm-hmm. I'm in an elevator with him, my friend Donnie, and the band. And then Donnie gets off the elevator, and I look at him, and he's like, and he just like walked off the elevator. Then the other guys at the band. So it's just me and Robin in the elevator. So I'm like, I guess I'm going with you. And he's like, yeah, come up to my room. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, there must be like some secret 80s code of what was going on back then. I have no fucking clue.
Could be.
There might have been like give him a look. Oh, she's mine or whatever. Okay. So I go back to the hotel room. And he goes, I got to go take a shower. Is that like a typical guy thing? Is that like a guy code thing of how to subtly say I'm going to fuck you? Is like, I'm going to go take a shower. And if you're still here in the room when I come out, then I guess we're getting it on. Is that like a thing?
I think it's more. So if I'm getting personal, if it's me, you want to be clean. You don't want to be like, man, you know what I mean?
No, I know, but I'm saying, is that like a guy thing to say, I'm going to go take a shower? And if the girl is still in the room afterwards, then you're going to fuck her.
Yeah, I'm coming out in the towel. If you're still there, you're getting fucked, period.
Okay, so there you go. So he came out, so he took a shower, and I'm sitting in the room watching TV. I'm like, well, I don't know what else to do. Because listen, for how much experience I've had here, I'm kind of naive and kind of stupid about this shit. I guess the blonde roots have sunken in at this point. So this was years ago, though, so I don't think it's now and new. So he comes out of the bathroom with his robe completely open.
Ah, there you go.
And I said, and I looked at him and I said, what are you doing? That was before What the Fuck came along. But I looked at him and I said, what are you doing? Oh my God, I don't know you. Cover yourself up. And he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So he was like really nice and apologetic.
Well, that's cool.
But then he had to apologize for kissing me, which led to the robe opening again.
Mm.
And so I did some really fucking dirty shit to him in that hotel room. But anyway, so then we like hung out. And so then the next night they played down in Daytona and I stood right in front of him. He goes, I want you to do 2 things for me. And I said, what's that? He goes, when I sing The Flame, that's for you.
Aw.
Okay. And he said, when I do, what was the song with the moaning in it? Do you remember the Cheap Trick song I'm talking about? It was like a big hit for them. And it was da 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 da. She's tight. She's tight. That was.
I was just gonna say it, but I didn't want to say it because I thought it would be like dirty. I didn't want to say
she's tight.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tommy. Yeah, she's tight. So he goes, I need you to do the moans. So I'm standing in like the front where like a photographer would stand. So every time he would do the band would do that, he'd hand me the mic and I'd go, oh, like that's
nice.
So that was great. So like we hooked up and then he came up to Albany because I was on vacation there in Daytona. So then he came up to Albany and I was with him in Albany and I got really mad. And that's where like that really cute picture of me and him in the bar is with the cowboy hat on.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. So that was Albany. And then he started talking to some teacher and I got really fucking mad at him. And he's like, don't be jealous. And I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking jealous. You took her on the bus, goddammit. So me and him were like dating kind of thing. So then,
God.
So then a couple of years ago, he played the Palace and I got the VIP because I can't wait to see him, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like the last one in. I said, please do me a favor, make me the last one in. So I said, oh my God, a blast from your past. And he looked at me and fucking Rick Nielsen remembered me. He's like 100 anyway. He remembered me. And Robin was like, I don't know who you are. Didn't we do a lot of drugs back then?
Oh,
and
wow.
I showed him the picture of us together. And he was like, no. He goes, we were so cute. Look at us. Oh my God. He goes, but I don't remember you.
Wow.
Which hurt my feelings like beyond.
I'm sure.
But then another one of my friends said, that's because his son is the fucking drummer and he can't admit that he knows you because his son is there.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
I mean, still no excuse, but
yeah.
See, this is why I wish my son.
Listen, if his son is going to be in a rock band, then he needs to understand that his father.
Well, yeah, no, absolutely. See, I wish my sound effects
years ago. Get over yourself.
Right. I wish my sound effects were working. I don't know if the speaker, if the mic will pick it up on the speaker, but listen.
Yeah, that was me.
I got ones that's here. Here's another one. Ready?
That's like you added a spank into fucking Meg Ryan. Come on, give me a break. That's all that was.
Hey, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I didn't.
Okay, whatever. Somebody did.
Let's look at this one.
Oh, Rudy. Oh, I don't have anything to. Oh, well, actually, I do have a little story. So I met Rudy backstage. He was playing for Yngwie, and my cool moment was, I only wanted to meet Rudy Sarzo. I could give two shits about Yngwie with his fat fucking sausage fingers. So I met Yngwie, and I met Rudy, and I wanted my picture taken with him. And then Rudy came out, and he said, I'm sorry. So I took my picture with Rudy, and Yngwie came out, and Yngwie said, do you want my autograph? And I looked at him, and I said, no, thanks.
Oh, shit.
Because I had met Yngwie before when Jolyn Turner was singing with him.
Right,
and I never wanted my autograph with him either. So, because I was with Joe. So, yeah. So, Yngwie's never been like, even though a lot of guitar guys think he's like the best thing ever. And he is an amazing guitarist. Don't get me wrong.
Sure,
I think he's
absolutely
talented. But I don't care how big your talent is. If you're a douche, you're a douche.
100%.
Oh, Dougie. That's my old buddy, Dougie Blair, who now plays with Wasp. But back in the day, he played with Run 21, and I used to hang out with him and go to all the band practices. I used to stay at his house in Connecticut on the lake.
Yeah, when you were talking about Rat earlier with Robin Crosby being a big guy, I was thinking to myself too. I'm like, well, Chris Holmes is a big fucking dude. That dude's a monster.
Yeah,
he is freaking huge.
You saw from that picture. Did you keep that picture or no? Did you delete it?
I can't find
no,
it.
I told you to delete it.
Oh, then it's not on.
Yeah,
here.
It was on the cruise. But he's literally like a foot and a half taller than me.
He's like 6'7".
And I'm 5'7".
A massive guy.
So yeah, he's a big guy.
So I don't know if we did this or not. Tell me if we did or not.
Oh no, that's my Joe.
There you go.
I love him. So Jolyn Turner, and the bottom picture, that was me meeting him for the first time in like 1982. I think I was still in high school.
Yeah.
And I forgot about this story, so I meant to tell you this. So listen, how much time we got? Because this is a long fucking story.
Again, listen, however long you want to go, it doesn't matter to me.
Okay, guys, do you want me to keep talking, or you want to like end this now and we'll do like a part 2? Tell me now, because this story is kind of a long story.
Maybe we should do it. You want to do a part 2? You really want to do that? I mean,
yeah,
I'm down for that.
It's up to you. It's up to you. It's your show.
No, it's yours. This is my Fuzz and Rock show featuring you.
Nadine loves my stories. Thank you.
Let's we should do a part 2. I think that'd be great. I'd love to have you back.
Can I tell you my one sob story though? Because I'll continue this good juice.
I love Jen. She's so awesome.
Okay. So, can I tell my one sob story quick or no?
Yeah, go ahead. You can tell whatever you want.
Okay. So, no, that's a long story too. So I don't want to go into that sob story. But okay. So Jolyn Turner, I can talk really fast, as you know. So I can tell the story quick. So Jolyn Turner, I met back in the 80s. We became like really good friends. He gave me actually, when I asked for his autograph, he wrote, keep going, fuck part 2. Keep going.
That's right.
Tommy, are you like getting off to this or something? What?
Tommy don't
you sound like this is like Pornhub saying, do you remember? You know what this is like? This episode is like the A track of that would stop at the middle of the song and then fade into the next song.
Exactly. Yep.
You want to hear
what happened? Where did I go?
And fade into the next song. Okay. So Jolyn Turner. So I met him back in the 80s when he was singing for Rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was singing for Rainbow. Yeah, Bobby Rondinelli was his drummer. So yeah, he was doing Rainbow. So then he did a soul thing, whatever. And so I saw him. He broke apart from Rainbow. He did his solo thing. And I saw him at the Palace Theater. And he's like, he got off the tour bus. And it was funny. Sloppy seconds. So he got off the tour bus. And I brought a couple of my friends, Pete Rossi, who you guys probably know from Virgin. He's like, you don't know him, blah, blah, blah. This is what, oh, no, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase this. Okay, let me go back. Backtrack. So I had met him when he was singing for Rainbow. So he's now singing for Yngwie, Sausage Fingers.
Mm-hmm.
So
douche.
the douche Sausage Fingers. So which I probably shouldn't say that. If he ever sees this interview, I'm going to be like, oh, like she's like a fucking C word. So I'm not a C word. Just don't treat people like shit. And because he was kind of a C word when I met him initially. So Jolyn Turner starts singing for Yngwie, if you guys remember that period. So he plays at the Palace Theater. How many of you listening were at the Palace Theater? So
like the Rising Force tour, right?
I think. So I bring my friend Pete, and he brought one of his friends from the band from Virgin or whatever. I don't remember who he brought. Probably Bill, his best friend Bill. So they're like, I said, come with me to the show. I'll get you passes. And they're like, no, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't. I said, trust me, I will. Joe gets off the tour bus, and I'm like, hello. And he's like, oh my God, I can't believe you're here. I said, this is my hometown. He's like, oh my God, how many passes do you need? I said, 3. It's me and my 2 friends. Okay, fine. He comes back. He goes, hang on 1 second. Runs onto the bus, comes back with 3 VIP fucking all access passes. He goes, you're with me. Don't worry about it. Wherever you want to go, you're fine. My friend's like, holy fucking shit, I can't believe she actually knows this guy.
Nice.
So that should have been my middle name. Holy shit, I can't believe she actually knows this guy. So they went to the show. They had fun. So we always, me and Joe like always stayed kind of friends. I don't know how, because like there were gaps between. So then I moved to Florida, and I'm living in Orlando, and I go to my local rock club in Fern Park. I can't remember the name of it. It wasn't the Station. It was another club. I can't remember the name of it. It was like when I was living in Winter Springs or whatever. So anyway, okay, I'm sorry. Drink.
Either I vaped or said one or the other.
Sorry, whatever. So I am in this club seeing of all bands, Lord Tracey. I don't know if you remember that band, but they were fucking great.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lord Tracey is playing. So I get picked as one of the girls that puts a fucking helmet on, and they play my head like a coconut, like drums, like, because they had one song that was done. If you listen to their old shit, you'll understand. So anyway, I'm kneeling on stage getting my head played like a drum, which is like probably completely degrading, and people would think it's disgusting and horrible, but it was fun at the time. So after the show, I'm hanging out, and I hear, Tracey! See, all my best moments here start with someone screaming Tracey in a bar. I'm just saying. I look, and it's Jolyn Turner, and he's behind the bar at this rock club. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? He goes, we're here recording. Now, he had rejoined Rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
So there have a band house in Orlando. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So I'm like, oh my God, Joe, what the fuck? He literally, I've never seen this happen. He'll probably deny it, but he literally pole vaulted over the fucking bar. I don't know how he did it.
Whoa.
He was like Simone Biles. He put his hands on the bar and went, woo, right over the bar. Runs over and gives me this huge hug. So we start talking, blah, 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 blah. Here's my phone number. Here's where I'm staying. What are you doing tomorrow night? I'm like, nothing. So he's like, come over tomorrow night. I'm like, okay. So I call him. We make a date. I come over his band house. Now, mind you, this is where I meet Richie Blackmore, Roger Glover. Richie was kind of keep to himself. Roger was super nice and friendly. So Joe takes me into the living room, and we're talking, and he puts his hand on my heart. He goes, I want to sing you this song. And I'm like, okay. And he sings me a Billy Joel song. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like the most romantic song. And he's like, I've loved you for a really long time. I really want to be with you. And I'm like, I've really liked you too. I didn't expect this.
Right.
Okay. So he puts his hand on my heart. We lean forward. We kiss. It leads into going into the bedroom, which leads in going the next day into the bathtub, which leads the next day going into the bedroom again. And we had a good time. So then we he invites me to a concert. I can't remember who the fuck was playing. It was at the Orlando Big Arena, Orlando Centrum. So we go to the concert, and I'm like, I can't fucking find this guy. Where is he? Where is he? He fucking hooked up with some fucking stripper.
Oh.
And he's like, I'm like, I thought like we had a thing. And he's like, I'd like you to meet my future ex-wife. Well, we know that where that line leads to.
Busted, right? Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, great. This is going to fucking suck. So let's just say karma's a bitch.
Uh-oh.
Because when I saw him, that was the last I saw of him.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. Okay. And that was the night he told me, I'm like running my hands through his hair, and I'm feeling like, he goes, do you feel that? I said, yeah, what is that? He's like, yeah, it's the weave. I don't have any hair. I have alopecia and all this other shit. So he had told me he had no, before he came out with the bald thing, which is sexy as fuck. I'm sorry, Jolyn Turner, you look amazing. I think you look fantastic now. But so he told me about all this, and I was like, okay, I've always been an extremely accepting person. If there's an issue with your life, then I will accept it 100%. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I get it. you know, I won't rub your head. I don't want your fucking hair to come out, especially in like my hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? I mean, we took a bath together. We did like dirty shit. So I see him again in that double picture, the second picture.
Yep.
And it was great because when I saw him, the minute I walked into the club, he was getting interviewed by like 3 different places, the top picture. Yep. And he stopped everything and he said, "Holy shit. Oh my God, guys, stop everything. I have to say hello to her." So I was like, that was amazing.
Oh, wow.
So he told me, I said, "So whatever happened with," I can't even remember her name. And he's like, "Oh, you have no fucking idea. She divorced me. She tried to take all my money. She slandered me. She blah, 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 blah." So it was a horrible, horrible divorce. So musicians, FYI, here's your little tidbit of info for the night. Don't marry strippers. They're sweet people. They're nice girls. I have tons of friends that are strippers. But I'm telling you, there's some of them out there that are just out for your bank account. And that's not a good thing.
That's what they want. They want the money.
Yep. So he got fucked over by one of them.
So there's a couple more. Listen,
and he's married to a wonderful Maya. She's wonderful, and they're so happy together. And I'm happy he's got a great life now.
Awesome.
Good thing.
There's a couple more pictures. I don't remember.
Oh my God, we're going 2 hours, Fuzz. Have you ever had a show this long?
So let's do 3 quick stories, and then we'll get to you Post-its. But we'll do 3 quick stories, and then you're gonna have to come back. That's all there is to it.
Okay.
I mean, and that's, I'm not saying it. Listen, I'd rather have you back anyways, just because. But you have more to get to for sure.
Listen, everybody. FYI, Fuzz is like my best friend. I adore him.
I love you too, honey. So Ian from Anvil, let's talk about him.
I hope Sue isn't listening anymore because Sue hates him.
Oh no! All right, so you got to be understanding.
He was one of my great loves of my life. I met Anvil when they played at Saratoga Winners. Mm-hmm. We hooked up, and I went on tour with him for a little bit. I was in Boston with him. I was like a bunch of shows. We dated for like 2 years, and then back in the day, he was a slut. So you want to hear something funny?
Of course.
In my memories today, I sent it to him. In my memories, it came up that it said, 28 years ago, I lost touch with someone that I'm reconnecting with today. So today, 11 years ago, I literally drove to Ontario to go see him.
That's awesome.
Today. So
there you go.
Hi, Rich.
There
I was
you
wondering
go.
if you were listening or not.
Hell yeah.
No, I'm not as good as Pamela DeBar. I'm not that good. I'm the 80s girl.
No, you're better. Fuck that. You're better.
No, she was like the 70s queen. I'm not an 80s group. I mean, I met a couple of bands. I wasn't the girl who slept with every fucking rock star. I'm not that girl. I have cool stories. I've met some cool people in my life. Mm-hmm. I've slept with a few. At least there's not a comma in there, but I've slept with a few. And, I had some fun times. But
I only slept with one rock star. His name's Rich Sorensen.
Well, it's the hair.
Richie, it's good to see you, my man. Good to see you. I miss you, bro.
It's the hair, babe.
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. So we covered Ian. Now I want to talk about another one.
No, we didn't cover Ian.
You're not done yet.
Cover Ian. No.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
No. So I dated him for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I found him on an email. I looked him up. I had been searching him, and I was dating someone at the time, but we started talking again. And I emailed one of his friends and said, "I'm looking for Ian. Can you please give him this email?" I tell him I haven't seen him in years. He knew exactly who I was the second I emailed him. He got immediately in touch with me and got my so he immediately got in touch with me, and we started texting and talking, and then we were talking on the phone. He didn't have a cell phone. I don't think he just had the home phone. And then I'm like, "Look, you know what? I'm going to take some time off. I'm going to drive up and see you because I haven't seen you in so long. So now Sue will hear this part of it because she'll love this part. So I get up there. I drive 7.5, 8 hours to go see him, because he's in the east side of Toronto. So
Gotcha.
when you take the thruway and you go through Niagara Falls and all that shit, you're still on the west side, the classy fucking nice side. He's on the east side, the not so nice side. So I drive all the way through Ontario with all that traffic. It's like New York City traffic. So I drive all the way through. I get to his house. He's not home. I'm sitting on his doorstep waiting for him when he pulls in the driveway. He plants this big kiss on me. Oh my God, I haven't seen you in so long. Oh my God, you're so beautiful, blah, blah, blah. Wow, you've put on some weight. You need to lose some weight. That was like one of the first things he says to me.
Jesus, wow.
So I went hardcore. I'm not going to eat. I'm going to work out. And I got down to like my skinniest I've been in years, which is pretty close to where I am now. But I was super thin and I had lost all this weight, but I wasn't doing it healthy. I was starving myself.
Right.
I was like being a walking fool and I've never been going. Listen, I date guys named Jim. I don't go to a gym. The only time I go to a gym is if it's their house. Fuck gym. I don't like gyms.
Nice.
I'm not a workout girl. Never have been. I wish I was. I would look better, but I don't. So we hooked back up. We were dating for like a long time, 2 years. And then I cheated on him with somebody else because I was stupid. And then I did the math and I'm like, wait a minute, I only see you 30 days a year. This can't work. So I had my out and I broke his heart and went with somebody else who decided to marry someone else. He used me to get away from someone else who jumped to someone else. I was like I broke down the brick wall so he could have freedom to marry someone else. So He fucked me over too. So that was my karma. But whatever. But me and Ian are still really good friends. I actually just texted him today. So, because that came up in my memories. And I was like, oh my God, 28, 11 years ago. So I literally have known him for 40 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He's a sweetheart. He's a nice guy.
It's crazy how today's the day too. That's awesome. So if you're out there, hi Ian. Nice to see you.
No, he's not on here. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
Let's talk about Glenn Tipton.
Oh, dear God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what do you want to know about Glenn?
You tell me.
So Glenn. Okay. Well, do you want the sob story first or you want the cool, like how I hooked up with him story?
No,
first?
The hookup story, of course, first.
Okay. So I had become friends with Dave Holland. And I don't know how, but I went to a Judas Priest show or whatever, and I became friends with him. And I actually had I still have his address in England, which I'm probably should be not Shetlanger Road, but should be like prison cell number 9, whatever. He had a change of heart in his life.
Right.
Going there. But anyway, so they were rehearsing for the Glensfell Civic Center, the start of their tour. And they were at, I want to say the Hilton or something on Wolf Road. And so I'm hanging out with Glenn in the dance club and we're talking and stuff. We're sitting in like this like half circle booth, those big half circle booths. And Glenn's sitting next to me and Ian's like, I'm going to go, you stay with Glenn. Glenn, I best wanted to be with me. And I had a crush on Glenn. I'm not sorry. Back in the day, Glenn Tipton, fucking hot. That little blonde streak in his hair. Oh my God. He was so handsome. So I'm like, oh dear God, this is going to be trouble. And I was not a KK girl. Listen, back in the day, there was KK girls and Glenn girls. I don't think there were any Rob girls. And if they were, my sympathies.
They were out of luck. And that's by choice, for sure.
If there were Rob girls, I'm sorry you were fooled back in the day.
Shout out to Rob Halford.
Yep. So I love Rob Halford. He's a fucking great guy. But so I hooked up with Glenn. He asked me to walk in total. I love Englishmen. I'm sorry. I'm a sucker for that fucking teabag accent. but don't take that wrong. It's not teabag the way you're thinking. But anyway, so he said, "Can I walk you out to your car?" Yes, you can. And he kissed me goodnight. He asked me to kiss me. Thank you, Kelly. Yes, he fucking was. So he asked to kiss me, and it was just romantic and sexy. And he asked me to come back the next day. And he had taken sleeping pills, and he was kind of out of it. But I fucked him the next morning in the hotel room. So then we were on tour, and they blah 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 blah. So then they played at SPAC like a year or two later, and his manager came up to me and he said, "This was before the show. I was sitting out, and he goes, 'I need to talk to you.'" And I said, "Okay." So I'm like all dressed. I had the prettiest outfit. I had this little white, like little bandeau top, you know, like a little, not a tube top. It just went across your boobs. It like twisted in the middle and went across your boobs.
Gotcha.
And these big, huge, white, baggy, gorgeous, fucking flowy pants that were completely see-through. It was sexy as shit. Nobody dressed like that back then. My mother had that outfit. She wore to a wedding with a long, long top. I took the top off and wore just a little strappy thing. And so his manager comes up to me, sits me on a bench outside of SPAC and says, he said, "I want you to know that Glenn doesn't fuck around with anybody, and he really, really likes you." I said, "Oh my God, that's so nice." So I'm like, "Okay, that's awesome." So the manager puts me right at the stage in front of where Glenn stands. And he tells the security, "Don't touch her. She has to stand here. She's Glenn's girl." Whatever. No, okay. Well, I'm in all white, and all these big fucking cables are in front of me. So needless to say, as I'm leaning on the stage, I get like dirt all over this white outfit, which was, I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm going to look so ugly." I'm trying to clean myself up. And the whole show, he's like playing to me. He's like flirting with me, blowing me kisses, whatever. So after the show, I go backstage. Now, as we're backstage in the dressing room, Rob walks by with this young 17, 18-year-old little blonde boy. And Glenn goes, "Don't say a fucking word. Nobody knows about this." That's his boyfriend. Wow. That's his boyfriend. And I'm like, okay, first of all, who am I going to fucking tell? Like, I'm a young girl from Albany, Smallbany.
Right.
I'm going to fucking out him. I would never. I don't have anybody to tell. And secondly, I didn't care. You know, that's his thing. Like, you know, he wasn't wearing that stuff just to like look cool ass. So actually it was his lifestyle, whatever. So Glenn's like, "Come on, I want to take you on the bus." I'm like, "Okay." I was waiting for him to he freshened up, took a shower and everything. He smelled so good. He takes me on the bus. He takes me to the back of the bus. And there's champagne and roses.
Damn.
He has it all set up for me. I'm like, oh my God, this guy like really fucking likes me.
Fuck yeah, man.
And he's like, "Oh my God, I really like you. I think you're beautiful, blah, blah, blah." So I do dirty shit to him. So I'm trying to fix myself up afterwards, and I'm in the mirror, and you know how like it was like a full length dressing mirror, you know, like your like college dorm mirrors on the back of the door. So the door's closed. So I'm trying to fix my hair and like look a little like go whatever, like, you know, and whatever, dirty, clean my mouth. So he comes up behind me and wraps his arms around me, and he said, "We look so fucking beautiful together." And I was like, "Oh my God, I love this guy. I absolutely love him."
Wow.
So I did. I was totally whooped. I was in love with him. So, you know, I saw him on a couple more shows, blah, blah, blah. So then we like parted ways. That happens over time. You just don't, you know, your life moves in different directions. Theirs does. So then I run into him at Hard Rock, and he tells me, "I didn't recognize you. You gained so much weight."
Jesus.
I said, "Well, I'm married now." And he goes, "Well, I hope you're happy with him and have a good life." And then he fucking gets on the bus with this other fucking 15-year-old little blonde. So I thought to myself, you know what? I understand. I didn't expect you to say, "Oh my God, it's Tracey. I need to jump in the sack with you again."
Right.
It just hurt to see that that's the kind of guy he was, and he liked young girls. And now, and I hooked up with him. He had to be, Christ, he had to be in his late 30s, mid to late 30s.
Yeah, what was
I'm like 19.
I was going to
So
ask
I'm
what
much
the
younger
timeline
than
was.
him. So now, then when I see him again, he's got to be what, 60s, 70s, and he's still fucking hooking up with these 15, 20-year-olds. I'm like, grow the fuck up, man. Now you're crossing that line of pedophile. It's just not cool.
Crossed that like
Not
20 years ago. Shit.
Not cool.
Right.
Yeah, it just wasn't cool. So anyway, so my sad story about Glenn, which isn't actually about Glenn. So I had been sleeping with Glenn during the 80s. And I'm going to Saratoga Winters one night, and I really liked some guy. Now, if you're in the crowd and you recognize yourself, please come forward because this will be interesting. So I liked some guy, and I don't fucking remember his name. This was the 80s. We did lots of drugs. I was never a pot smoker, but I drank and I did coke, and that like wiped out your brain anyway. So this guy, I hook up with him, and I see him like a night or two later, and I try to be flirty with him or something, and he goes, "Oh, I don't want to be with you." And I'm like, "Whoa, you just like had me the other night," and I didn't say had me, but you know,
right.
And he goes, "No, I just wanted to be where Glenn had been. Glenn Tipton had been." So that hurt me to this day. I mean, we're talking 35, 40 years later. To this day, it's still, this is the story I was telling you about.
Oh my God.
What would you do if someone said, "I never wanted to fuck you. I just wanted to have my dick where Glenn Tipton's dick had been"? I mean, I was like,
I would have been like, you might want to talk to Rob instead. Hello.
After I went in the bathroom and cried, then I was like, no, F you. That was just horrible.
Yeah, that sucks. That's
horrible.
fucked up.
That was just a horrible. And you know what? Just lie to me. Don't even say, I mean, don't be that honest. Because that's just a horrible thing to say to someone. To say, "I just wanted to be with you because someone else had been with you." That's really a shitty thing to say to somebody.
Absolutely. Wow.
So that's my sad story about Glenn. But that's all. So I didn't mean to bring everybody down because I know you were like, "Ooh, titillating story."
I have two more because I lied. I said I had three, but I still have two more.
We're going like 2.5, 3 hours.
Fuck it, we're doing it. I don't give a shit. So I have this one, and then the last story is it's funny to me, but the guy's he sounded like he was a dick. But that we're gonna save that one for last because it's kind of funny. Okay. So let's talk about Marilyn Manson.
I love Marilyn Manson.
All right.
Brian Warner. So Marilyn Manson. I met him. I think I won a radio contest. I won a fucking radio. It was like when the internet was just getting started and stuff. It was called Radio X or something. And it was like, if you can get the most people to subscribe and stuff, we'll give you passes for the show. And I'm like, okay. So I was like really promoting the show and blah, blah, blah. So they gave me passes to the show. And what was funny was we were the only group allowed in to meet the band.
Oh, that's cool.
The other people, the other passes were just like put in a room like the cattle call. So I got escorted, and there was like 5 or 6 of us. And I smartly had brought my Marilyn Manson book, so I had him autograph it.
Oh,
so
cool.
I have my Marilyn Manson autobiography autographed. And I grabbed the dressing room sign, and I had the band sign the dressing room sign, which I have framed.
So listen.
Yes.
Can you see where my microphone stand is right here?
Yeah.
Right behind it, there's a blank spot.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
That dressing room sign would look perfect in that spot. Just saying.
I think I have it somewhere. I'll have to take a picture of it and send it to you.
By the way, and I want to say this. So speaking of decorations, this Among the Living, this anthrax thing, Tracey got for me. That's why she is listed as my set designer, because she helped me kind of put everything together. But yeah, that was one of the first things I put on the wall in this studio was that And that's Tracey got that for me. So
Are people dropping, or we still have a good amount?
No, we still got a good amount of people.
Are you serious? You guys want to hear this shit? Really?
Yeah, I guess so.
Damn.
So is that it about Marilyn Manson, or is there something else?
No. So I met the band.
Yeah.
So I met the band, and everybody was super nice to me. And it was funny because I went up to everybody's like, Marilyn. And I go, hi, Brian. And he's like, do I know you? And I had been living in Orlando at the time. So they played, the Spooky Kids were like the local house band for like the club. So I'd seen them a bunch of times, but I'd never met him before. He was like really famous. This was like really famous. This was like Dope Show and stuff. This was like during that part when he was Beautiful People was huge. Yep. They were the headliner, and Hole was the opener, and Hole had canceled. I have the pass. And it was fucking amazing.
You said Hole.
I have a great story about Hole too, but I'll tell you that some other time. But
part 2.
Yeah. So I'm like, it's so nice to meet you. So I said, thanks for promoting me. And he's like, what are you talking about? And I said, on MTV, you used to have a promo that said, this is going to cost $5,000 for us to fix. And he goes, bullshit. You can go to Home Depot and spend $50 and fix it, because they had trashed the dressing room or whatever.
Nice.
So I was like, thank you. I work at Home Depot. And he's like, oh my God, you're so nice. So we started talking. Cool. Super nice guy. So as I'm leaving the dressing room, he's walking behind me, and he had like the platform shoes. So he's like 8 feet taller than me. He's rubbing my shoulders as I'm like walking out of the dressing room. I'm like, oh, he's so nice. But he hooked up with some skanky girls. But so anyway, so I leave, and John 5 comes up to me and says, I really like you. Oh, thanks, Michael Ann. Thanks,
my
honey.
girl. I love her to death.
She's the best. So he's like, I really like you. Let me talk to you some more. And I wanted to meet you. Come in the bathroom. I'm like, that's the guy's like hookup place. Oh, come into the restroom. Yeah, nothing but class, right?
Classy, yeah.
So yeah, classy. But I was just like an 80s girl. So bathrooms are like my thing. So I like a stall that locks. So
there you go.
That doesn't cost a dime.
Bonus for the rails and the handicap stalls.
So needless to say, I hooked up with John a little bit in the bathroom. So then my husband, I was married at the time.
Oh my!
This is why I'll never get remarried. So I was married at the time. We had taken a limo to the show. It's him and his sister and her boyfriend. So there's 3 of them waiting in the limo, and I'm like, I'm just going to be a minute. I just have to get my backstage pass in, blah, 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 blah. I come out to the limo, get in the car, and my sister-in-law looks at me and said, your dress is completely undone. You need to button it up. I'm like, oh, shit. Sorry.
Oh, damn.
And she looked at me like, but so that's my Marilyn Manson story. So he was a sweetheart. Very, very nice guy. I don't give a shit what other people say about him. I think he's great.
There you go. Okay, so last rock and roll story for tonight, and we'll do the you posted it.
And the bathroom.
What's that?
I got to go to the bathroom. I drank my little bottle of wine.
You want to go? You can go ahead.
No, I can't. You're still talking. You want to like take over the show for like 2 seconds?
Yes, ma'am. I will do that for you. Absolutely.
Hang on for 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Gotcha. Guys, this has been absolutely amazing. If you guys have been here since the start, thank you so much. I mean, this is literally our phone calls when we talk. This is literally the stuff we talk about. I mean, other stuff that we're not going to get into on here, but I mean, we talk about everything, and this is what we talk about. So, you know, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, and we're definitely going to have Tracey back for part 2. No doubt about it, because I mean, you guys have been hanging since the beginning, and that's awesome. So, quick plugs. That Fuzzing Rock Show is on YouTube, youtube.com/That Fuzzing Rock Show. If you guys are watching there, please do me a favor right down below. I think it's down there somewhere in that area right there. Just click on that subscribe button if you wouldn't mind, please. It helps us out a lot. Drop a like on the video and click the notification bell. Let you know when we go on the air and when we post new material. And also, you know, share it with your friends. Definitely appreciate that. Also, Facebook is on facebook.com/That Fuzzing Rock Show. Again, click the follow button, and the likes, of course, are always welcome. TikTok and Instagram are at That Fuzzing Rock Show. Just drop a follow on there. And of course, whenever you see a video from the show, please do me a favor, give it a like. That definitely helps us out with the algorithm. And thank you guys again for the 3613, as we're at right now, YouTube subscribers. Hopefully it's going up. I'll just sell my stuff. Where are you running off to now?
I just had to get a new cocktail napkin. I ripped mine to shreds. Sorry.
Oh my goodness! All right, cool.
I drank the whole bottle.
Did you really? I'll tell you what. I'll let you guys in a little secret. So Tracey just had to go up and use the restroom. Of course, you know, she's a lady. Me, I've already gone pee and I haven't left this fucking chair. It's called Gatorade bottle, boys.
Well, you don't wear pants. I might have some on.
100% correct. You're right. So
I don't even want to know what's going on behind that control panel.
Well, there's a Gatorade bottle that I have to dump at the end of this, and the fan is blowing, and it's a little bit chilly. There you go. Now you know all the.
This was the most fun fucking show ever.
Listen, I'm beyond.
Are you happy?
I am beyond happy. This has been amazing. We're gonna end with one more rock and roll story. We'll do the you post-its, and then I will. Then we'll wrap it up until part 2. And then we're doing
a part 2. I thought I got through most of these.
No, fuck that. We are doing.
Oh, my God, the secrets. Yes, I'm spilling my tea.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Listen, all the tea in China is in that head right there. We're gonna get to that part 2. Trust me. There's got to be more stories. There's got to be. Okay, so let's talk about Iron fucking Maiden.
Woo!
This is probably my favorite story that you've ever told me.
It's not. It's so fucking horrible.
It's horrible, but listen, just hearing the way you told it to me, I was like, yeah, it's horrible, but I couldn't stop laughing at what you told me. Like I was dying.
Okay, so you guys are gonna So this is going to so this could make me look like a tramp or not, because Judas Priest was the headliner and Iron Maiden was the opener. So
you will never look like a tramp to anybody. If you do and they say something, they have to say it to me first.
Oh, I love
Let's put it that way.
I love you. Okay.
Anyways, go ahead.
Okay. Anyway, so Judas Priest, Iron Maiden are doing that tour. Glens Falls Civic Center. So I happen to be in Iron Maiden's dressing room. And yes, Marty Maiden, I met and hung out with Steve Harris and everybody else. and so I had kind of a thing, not a thing really, it was kind of cute, with Adrian Smith. Okay. Now, so I'm an idiot. I'm young. I'm not on birth control.
Sorry.
That's okay. So we end up in the sack. And Adrian Smith, I keep telling, I told him before this, what are you doing?
I know what's coming. It's killing me. I know what's coming. So I'm trying
to be nice and tactful about this story. You're burying your fucking face.
No, don't. I'm dying.
So this isn't.
Okay. So, see, I told you.
So this isn't anything negative about the school systems in England. Okay. So
I can't do it.
Okay, so
I'm tears coming out of my eyes.
Okay, so I'm young, I'm fertile, I'm not on birth control. So wait. I'm not sweating. It's just funny. This is a funny story. So we end up in the sack, and I keep telling him, I said, you can't inside me. You can't come inside me. You can't come inside me. Right. Well, he does. So I'm like, I told you, you can't. You can't. I'm not on anything. You can't. He looks at me with a straight face. It says, just go into the bathroom and jump up and down and get rid of it. I'm sorry. Jump up and down. Just jump up and down. I'm like, oh dear God. So in other words,
I can't.
So in other words, in the 80s, birth control was like being like a fucking rabbit and just jumping up and down. Hi, I won't get pregnant. I'll jump up and down.
Oh my God, I'm fucking crying. Holy shit, that is fucking. Oh, God damn.
So, yes, that came out of an educated man from England. That, yes, just jump up and down and get rid of it. Which, needless to say, nothing happened. I was fine, but I was nervous.
So
and that was his answer to birth control.
Fellas, the moral of the story is if she says do not come inside her, unless you have a good trampoline, don't fucking come inside. No.
Right.
All right,
that was like 40 years ago. Do the math.
That's where the disclaimer comes in. So you have to wear a condom, and when she says no, it means no.
No, that ship has sailed. I don't have any kids. I don't want any kids, and now I can't have any kids. I am almost fucking 60. Did I jump?
Oh no. The flash dance girl.
Woo, she's a maniac.
Oh I'm fucking crying and sweating at the same time. Holy shit.
See, now you guys are now in on what me and Fuzz talk about every fucking day. This is our conversation.
Oh my God. And it's just this laughter.
I've turned. I've like
Tommy Love. Wow. Oh my I'm fucking crying.
Remember, kids, just jump up and down and you won't get pregnant.
Oh, I'm laughing so hard. I feel like I got a fucking fever. I'm laughing so hard. Holy shit.
You know what would be funny if he didn't have any kids?
Oh Jesus, I know. Oh my God. Jump up and down. Holy fuck, man.
Jump up and down and get rid of it. It'll be fine.
I think one even worse would be if he said like rinse it out, but yeah, jump up and down is pretty fucking bad too.
Jump up and down.
Like, dude, that's not how it works.
They didn't have those little personal trampolines that they do now.
See, that's what I'm saying. They carry a fucking trampoline. Hey,
you know what? Maybe somebody heard this conversation and invented them for that.
They probably carry one on a tour bus because he's like, oh, I got an idea. Fucking pogo stick.
That would be funny. I should throw one on stage if I ever go to an Iron Maiden concert.
My God, holy fuck.
I can see Yannick going, what the fuck is this for?
A fucking pogo stick. Holy shit, that's so bad.
Steve Harris will be like, what the fuck?
Now, Steve Harris will probably be like, oh, mate, birth control. Look.
Yeah, right. Oh, she's on to you, dude.
Well, that right there, that was a good way to end part one. I mean, holy shit. So now we got to switch scenes here real quick and go to, that's right.
Well, I'm going to have commentary along with you for these.
Well, of course you have to. That's part of the show. Got to do that.
That's why I left my glasses on.
Well, there you go.
So I can read this. Oh my God.
Oh my God. We are like 2 hours and 17 minutes.
I've never had a show this long ever.
This is the longest show I've done.
Has half your viewership dropped off at this point?
No, they're still way up there.
What are you guys doing? Get a life.
Hanging in.
Aren't you watching the football game? I'm missing it for this.
What football game? This is where it's at. Fuck that football game.
Oh my God! Throw a turkey baster.
All right, I gotta compose myself here. Holy fuck!
I'm sorry. This is why I need to be your co-host every week. We would have the best fucking time.
Oh, I'm telling you, holy shit! All right, so we're gonna do some you post-its, guys. I know you guys love these things. So
how much you want to bet something I said? Probably the last thing gets on fucking Blabbermouth. Adrian
somebody has. There's no way
birth control is by jumping up and down.
There's no way this can't get picked up. And listen, guys, for everybody that's listening out there, you were there. You watched the live version. You didn't even see the replay.
Oh my God, I was such a pig back then. Was I a pig back then, guys? Was that no? I'm serious. A poll. Was this funny and fun to listen to, or was this like, oh my dear God, she was a fucking tramp back then? because
Now,
my brother would say part B.
You know full well that,
it was fun and it was stupid and we had a good time.
That was the time. That was the time. And listen.
No, you know what it is? No, you know what it is?
There you go. You're good.
This is me. This is me. That when women like me get older, now I'm going to get serious. When women like me get older and want to get married, we have sowed our oats. So we stay with who we want to be with.
There you go.
We're not the people that said, I was with you in high school and now I need to leave you because I fucking never lived my life. I lived my life.
There, look at this.
I had a blast.
There
I had
go.
fun. I have dirty, horrible stories. And yes, some people made me feel like shit, but the majority made me feel fucking great. And there's nothing like being pulled out of a crowd to say, I want to be with you from a rock star, you know? So it was freaking awesome. I will meet you anytime, Rosemary. I will go for a cocktail.
Rosemary,
we'll have some wine together.
Hey, listen, if you guys stop by the King's Inn tomorrow, you can get the different version, the story, the really juicy version of the story in person.
Yeah, this is the PG, believe it or not.
That's right. You guys stop by the King's Inn tomorrow.
I can tell you who was woo and who was what.
And you know what? You've told me and swore me to secrecy, so I can't say, but let's just say give them a thumbs up. Listen. Hey, listen, everybody can have drinks tomorrow night. King's Inn, stop by.
Right.
We'll hang out. We'll have a good fucking time. Tradition will be there 6 to 8. So listen, Tommy, that's the fourth. Oh my God, man. I'm telling you.
Sorry.
I told you it was
I
going to get better.
you guys out tonight? I'm sorry if I did. I'm sorry. I did my makeup all pretty to look pretty.
I don't think anybody's listen. I don't think anybody's freaked out. I think everybody had a good time tonight.
I hope so.
Everybody understands that was the times back then. You were never a tramp, more like a friggin' queen.
Oh, I love you, Rick.
There you go.
Aww.
Tommy, that's why we need part 2, brother. There is a lot more, and we're going to get to it. I trust
you. How do you know, Tommy?
Listen, Tommy knows all. Tommy Love.
Tommy doesn't know everything.
It's Tommy Love, for God's sakes.
Yeah. It was
all right.
It was the Tommy G when I knew him.
Let's do this. Let's do let's do the You Posted It, and then we'll get we'll save the rest for part 2 because you know the part 2 is coming. These people want it.
I'll come back on whenever you want.
I know you will. That's awesome. Thank you so much. So first You Posted It, guys. Oh my. Oh wait, hold on. There you go.
Well, look at your shirt. What do you expect me to do?
Orgasm donor. That's right.
I don't see the bottom. I just see orgasm. And
well, I can't stand up. If I stand up, then
yeah. Well, I did that, and I did that for you.
Right.
I did that for you.
Right, but you have a bra, and I don't have. There's nothing.
Yeah, but you can stop at donor. You don't have to see.
All right. Let me try. Hold on. Ready?
The package. Look at the luggage. No.
Yeah, that is. Believe me. It's like a steamer trunk. Holy fuck.
It's not like a carry-on.
That's right. All right. First, You Posted It. We're going to get into them. Here we go, guys. First one. Here we go.
Women are not sluts. I sent this to you.
I know. And they said Boy Scouts was a waste of time. Listen. Look at the not work on that one. There ain't no waste of time there. Trust me on that. Next one. Me. This show is boring. Boss. Again, this is a Zoom conference.
That's cute.
This show was not boring. I give you that right there, right then and there.
I hope not. I hope not. I hope you had fun.
Everybody did, I'm sure. Next one.
And everybody's sober because you didn't say once.
That's right. When you see your ex post something about loyalty and trust, I do this. I've done this before. It's like,
you know what's funny is the logs behind him look like hair. Look like his hair.
I love it. All right, let's rip through these. Ready? Next one. Mr. Wilson, you have to take your pill with water.
I gave you this one too.
You can't crush it up and start it off my tits. Well,
yeah.
I mean, that's one opinion. You should get a second opinion,
Come
Mr.
on, Mr.
Wilson.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Next one. Easy, medium, hard. The harder the level, the bigger the prize.
Fuck yeah.
True story. Yeah, once you start getting into them 3 claspers, though, that's like a Rubik's Cube.
At that point, you just give up and wear a sports bra and just pull it over your head.
Or just take scissors. Done.
Yep, there you go.
I'll buy you a new one.
There you go.
Next. If she drinks Jack Daniels, leave that future restraining order alone. That is words to live by, my friends, right there. Leave it be. It's almost like leaves a 3, let it be. There you go. Leave that one alone. Next one. It's about that time. The season's coming. There it is. That's a ornament. That's a ornament right there.
That's a ornament. Oh my
That's
God,
right.
my ornaments.
That's a ornament right there.
Listen, you need to fucking patent that shit and make some money.
I'm telling you, I need more
I
donations.
invented that.
I need more donations, guys. The thong tree is still a little bare, so
Stars, get the stars are coming.
that's right. Next one. Do you exercise? Well, I run my mouth a lot. That's true. True story.
Sorry, I took that completely the wrong way.
Oh. It's been that kind of show.
Oh, do I have TMJ? No, it's from.
Stop it. Next one. I just want to lay in bed with you in our underwear, make out, watch movies, and fuck like 3 to 10 times. Okay.
I almost sent the same thing to my boyfriend.
That's listen.
I actually sent him. I said I just want to travel the world and fuck on balconies.
That might be on there. I have that one somewhere. It's in the folder. It's still
I
ready
just
to
got
go.
that today. Yeah.
Where'd I go? Where'd I leave off? This. Oh, that sounds funny. When everyone pitched in to get Karen from HR a new office chair in hopes that she will lighten up.
See, I've been asking Home Depot to mark me down one of those. They won't do it.
It's ergonomic.
It is ergonomic. Just think of my posture. God
Listen,
damn it.
that'll make you straighten your spine right out. Fuck yeah.
It'll straighten something up right out.
Next one.
It'll actually make me show up for work. Less call
There you
out.
go. Let my throat explain how much I missed you. Okay. All right. Well, speaking of TMJ.
Speaking of gag reflex.
Well, hey, they go hand in hand. Next one.
Oh, you guys are killing me.
When he comes home hungry, looking for some snacks in the pantry, me,
Oh, you're freaking killing me.
the old snack clip. Mm-hmm. It's good stuff.
Bag clip. Bag clip.
Next one. When you both know it ended disaster, but you don't care. That's right. 2 red flags passing in the night. There they are, right there.
Awesome.
2 dummies.
These are great.
Next one. Arby's. Oh, Arby's got a sign now. Warning.
What does it say?
Cops hide behind this brick wall. Slow down. God damn it, Arby's. Thank you. That's what I'm told. See that? Arby's looking at, not only do they have the meats, but they have good fucking advice too. Good for you. Good for you, Arby's.
That's worth the twisty fries.
You got that right.
Oh
Shit.
no, they got rid of the Jamocha shake, and that was the best thing ever.
Bastards.
I know.
Next one. I drive home so quick after work, like I'm late for the house.
That's every day.
Listen, I don't have to deal with that anymore, but I know the feeling. I know it well. Next one.
I sent you that too.
Do they carry those at Home Depot? That's what I want to know.
Well, I'm sure I can figure out somewhere where to get them.
Hey, drop a patent on them. Maybe we can, make some money on that one.
But what do I do with those rocker switches? That's for the first one.
I'll tell you
That's my
later.
goal in life is to have a rocker switch at the first one.
I will tell you later. Next one. If my words are hard for you to swallow, choke.
Okay.
And that's not even funny. That's one of those like matter of fact.
I'm just saying.
If my words are hard to swallow, choke. Too fucking bad. There you go. Next one. I can't sing, but I do have other oral talents. Well, that's true. That is true. I can't sing, but tying a cherry stem in a knot with my tongue is never mind. Next one. Monsters don't eat ghosts because they taste like sheet.
I did I send you that one too.
I think you did, yeah. That's just cute. That was a good one. I like that one. That was a cute
I
one.
love that.
Next one. Lauren Boebert, she'll jerk you off. God damn it. That's a campaign slogan you can get behind right there. I mean,
wow.
Yeah.
She'll jerk you off?
Listen.
Fuck, I should run for president then.
How many votes is she going to get? And how much, hopefully they have good health insurance because that carpal tunnel is going to kill her. Just saying. Next one.
Damn.
When you pretend to be innocent, but you're really a big ass freak. I don't pretend. Everybody just knows. They just know. Here we are. Next one. I'm not saying the punctuation is wrong. I am saying I hope it is wrong. Oh boy, syrup. Or oh. Boy
wow,
syrup.
it took me a second. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh boy, syrup or oh. Boy
Wow.
syrup. That punctuation better be wrong because
wow. Okay, Rob.
No comment. Next one. There
I
it is.
sent you this.
There
That's
it
what I
is.
just told you.
I just want to travel and fuck you on hotel balconies. Boom.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a lifestyle.
Story of my life.
That's a strictly a lifestyle.
Story
I love it.
of my life, babe.
Next one. Please don't speak Italian to the goat. Fucking goat.
That's the best.
Rules are rules. I'm just saying, rules are rules.
Wait, you got to send me that when I have like 15 people. I got to send that.
Oh, I will for sure. Next one. Messages. Dad, am I adopted? No, why the fuck would I pick you? That's a harsh dad burn. I'm all for it. That's great.
Oh
and
my God. That's
charge your phone.
Mean.
Charge your phone 33%. Come on, man. Next one. Don't forget to have an orgasm today. Partner's optional. Pleasure is not. Facts. Fact. Rules of life right there. Facts. There you go. There you go.
That's what I'm saying.
Double thumbs up. There you go.
Fuck yeah, it is.
I lost where I am. I was reading comments. I lost where I am.
Where are we? I just saw laugh my ass off. Am I behind?
Oh, I was way behind. I was way behind. All right, next one. It was a tat I got when I was on the inside. Holy fuck. I love these. You guys are fucking awesome. I love them. Great. Next one.
You know what this shows you?
What's that?
That America has too much time on its hands.
No, 100%. And it's even worse for me because I'm the one that's got to pick them all. So
okay, go ahead. Next one. Halfway
through Netflix and chill, and she asked for some chips. Yep. There it is. And is the brand name of those chips?
And no dip.
is the brand name of those chips Chode chips?
No, I mean dry chips.
Looks like it. Next one. Free gently used hot dogs.
Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll fucking pass.
I don't even think Joey Chestnut would eat those. You're not just saying.
No.
Next one.
No, but leave those left over for the dog eating contest.
Yeah, exactly.
See how fast those go down.
That's right. I don't want a relationship right now. I want someone to chill with and talk to on a regular basis. If it turns into more, it's a bonus. There you go.
Why is that funny?
Because it's not funny. It's just simple.
It's like my life.
It's just simple and true. Simple and true.
I got that. I have that man. So
you know.
By the way, everybody, I do have a boyfriend. So
yeah, that was a big question today. That was the hot question of the day. Yeah, a lot of people asked if you guys were still together. I said very, very much so and very happily. So
yes, yep. Now he got really, really sick the last time we were together. So we didn't get to take a lot of pictures and go out much. Yep. So he actually was really, really sick. So he owes me a makeup date, and Yes, Paulie. Yes, you owe me a makeup date.
I don't think you're gonna have to twist his arm too much. Let's put it that way.
I know. I want him to come up here. He's from up here, so.
Well, get your ass up here, dude.
So I know he needs to come visit me.
That's right. Next one.
Miss him bad. Love him. Yeah.
Judge, anything you say will be held against you. Boy, titties. Fuck, he's good. Good for you, kiddo. That kid's going places.
Oh, damn.
That kid's, she's tired. She's sleepy. Uh-oh.
Honey, we're going on 3 hours.
I know. I know. These
ever had a show?
It seems like there's so many of these tonight. Holy shit. Wow. All right, let's rip them. Here we go.
Okay, go.
Look over there. Something offensive on the Facebook. I'm going to report it. Don't be a cunt, Dodd.
Oh, I love that picture.
That's a good one. Yeah. It's like, just move on.
My brother's name is Todd too.
Disclaimer, Todd, we're not. That's not.
Disclaimer.
That's not
no, has nothing to do with you, Todd.
We were not calling you that, Todd. Just saying. Next one. Need to get my AC fixed. I hate sweating in my sleep. I took this picture back in August.
That is one skinny motherfucker.
I took that picture back in August, just so you know. Next one. The customer is always right. Sometimes the customer's a twat. That's fucking true.
Fucking true story.
Truth. Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda's
tomorrow I'll walk in and say, we need to speak to you. You're fired.
Yeah, let's hold on.
Orange apron.
Man, yeah, right. Give me that back. Next one. I'm so sexually backed up. If I sneeze, I might nut on myself.
What?
That's, got to relieve the pressure. You know what I mean? Pressure's a bad thing. Okay. Next one. KFC, Taylor Swift special. 2 bony thighs, 2 small breasts on the left wing. $8.95. That is fucking
No,
brutal.
you read it wrong. Well, 2 bony thighs, 2 small breasts in the left wing.
That's right. $8.95.
That's expensive for that.
Well, listen. I won't
give you more than $4.95 for that.
Fuck that. No thanks. Next one. Me watching the neighbors fight over a pair of panties I purposely left behind in the guy's car because the woman wouldn't buy Girl Scout cookies for my daughter. That is fucking brutal. Harsh, savage nonetheless. Wow. That is awesome. That's 5-head thinking. That's smart. Good for you.
That's a good one.
Next one. To the guys saying they want a girl who will fix them a snack after sex. If she's capable of walking, you have not earned a goddamn sandwich.
That is true.
100%. 100,000%. That's you're not doing your job, kiddo. Step up your game.
No.
Go ahead.
If he can walk to the bathroom, I'm still gonna make him a sandwich.
Good for you.
I might even make him a whole fucking cocktail sandwich and like appetizer and dessert.
If she can't jump up and down afterwards, you're doing your job wrong. I couldn't just leave well enough alone. I'm sorry about that.
If your trampoline doesn't sound like a marsh
there you go.
You did something wrong.
100%. Oh, shit. Don't get me started again. Here we go. Side effects may include bleeding from the ears, seizures, and cannibalism. People in the ad, happier than clams, right? Isn't that always the ad? They have all these 6 side effects, like including death, and they're all just like kumbaya around the fucking campfire and shit. Eating used hot dogs, probably,
You're over-explaining. Keep going.
Yes, ma'am. Make her wet,
pussy,
not her eyes,
your ears,
and she will make your dick hard, not your life. Well, that's a fair trade.
That's not even like funny. That's true.
No, that's a fair trade, I think. I think that's a fair trade.
Yeah,
I'm all for it.
That's about right.
All right, let me pause comments. Let's see. We got people going here. Everybody's just laughing. I love it. Marathon. Rosemary says marathon show tonight. Listen, this is like.
Oh my God.
You know what's funny?
Never getting off the air. It's going to be like the sun coming up, and we're still telling.
Yeah,
stories.
Right. Here's what's funny though. We'll be like, I'll be like, man, I gotta go get something to eat, and she'll be like, we've been on the phone for like 2.5 hours. Like, holy fuck. You don't even notice.
And this show became a phone call.
Yeah, well, listen. Well, a PG rated version of it anyway.
I know.
I missed. Oh, this one doesn't even look good. All right, let's try it. Here we go. When you finger me versus when you finger her. Wow. Now the comment is the best. Both of you, please see a gynecologist. That is, yeah.
Wow.
That didn't look good from square one. As soon as I saw the little thumbnail,
I would have left that one out tonight.
Nah, fuck that. We go with them all. We don't censor.
Yeah, that was a tough one to swallow, literally.
You agree? Next one. Hostage or not, sometimes it's just nice to be held. Well, there you go.
Not with the shit going on in the world.
No, and you know what? I didn't even say anything about it in the beginning of the show because I think people see it enough on the news and they come here to get away from that shit. But God bless the people in Israel, man. Fuck me. Sucks. But
not a bad thing. Or not a bad thing.
True story.
Anyway, keep going. Next one.
Before you unfriend me, take this with you.
I love Gizmo.
Well, listen, Gizmo right clearly doesn't give a fuck. So I don't remember what this one is, but we got 5 more, by the way. We're almost there.
Jesus, I'm exhausted.
I don't remember which one this one is, but the first word says it all. Here we go.
I sent you that one.
Push until she screams, yes. There you go.
I sent you that.
Simple rules to live by, fellas. There you go. 4 more. Next one.
Listen, wait. Well, okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, to everyone still here and commenting, thank you. I owe you. I will buy you all a drink if we meet out because I give you credit for sticking it out.
These numbers have not dropped. I'm telling you, it's fucking unbelievable.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I must be a fucking whore.
No, they're up there. No. It's called You Like to Have a Good Time. And that's what we're doing. We're having a good time.
I'm having a fantastic time.
Awesome. All right, 4 more. Next one. Today's dating pool. So what do you do? I'm a model on Instagram. You?
I sent you this one too.
I'm a soldier on Call of Duty. Fucking sir, thank you for your service. And ma'am,
I love that one.
You're a hell of a model. Next one. Fact. Belle did not know the beast could turn into a human. She was fully prepared to bang him as is. God bless you, Belle. God, that's a woman right there. Good for you. Good for you. Take it as it is. Good for you.
I don't mind what you look. Looks have never been a big thing in my life.
I think she was just
in your heart.
Beast had a fucking hog like this. She's like, hell yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, listen. You don't even fucking know. We'll talk later.
2 more. We're almost there. Next one.
What?
Me.
I sent you this one too. Wait, I sent you all your fucking memes tonight.
Well, I'm just getting. How long did you send them? Like you sent them to me like a month ago.
I know.
That's how far behind I am. It's crazy. But yeah, this is standing up. It's like
right there is my life.
100%. Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely.
Every fucking light comes on when I stand up. I'm like,
100%.
What's this pain? What's that pain? Is it good? No, it's not good. Ooh, ow. Do I need a knee replacement? No, I'm just sore. I've been sitting for fucking 3 hours.
Absolutely. All right. Last you posted it and then we're done. You made it. You guys made it till the end. Good for you. Thank you for hanging out. And here is the last you posted for this week. Here we go. When you actually do what you said you'd do through text. There it is. Coming through with a promise, my friend. There you go.
Damn, I need to make that my profile picture.
There you go. There it is, guys. You posted for this week. I almost don't want this to end, T, but I'm freaking exhausted.
Every single person that hung out for almost 3 goddamn hours, please.
Yeah,
I salute you. I appreciate you. I love you. Please like, what is it? Like and subscribe.
Yep.
What am I missing? Like and subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe, baby.
Like, share, and subscribe because you guys are fucking killing me. This was a fantastic show tonight.
They're rock stars, man. They fucking killed it tonight. You killed it tonight. Of all the people, you absolutely killed it tonight. You have done.
Buzz, you're the only man that's lasted 3 hours with me.
I still got a couple more hours in me, baby. I'm just saying. Just saying, I'm not a quitter. I ain't no quitter. God damn it.
Listen, no, seriously. For all you people that hung out there and stuck it out, thank you. Because it actually got really fucking dirty and good at the end. But yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I mean, we worked up to the really good stuff.
You know, I don't even smoke, and I feel like I need a cigarette right now.
Oh, tell me about it. You know what? The worst part about it is some of this is filled with the special juice, if you know what I mean. I can't say it, but some of it's filled with the pain relief juice, and I had to stop hitting this because I kept whacking on it. And I'm like, oh my God.
Do you see that? Including ice. That's all that's left in my wine bottle.
Jeez Louise, look at us go.
Wait, we're not verification. Empty.
We're not going to need a part 2. We're going to need a fucking rehab.
We're going to need a freaking something.
Thank you guys. Listen, I appreciate every one of you guys that hung out tonight. T, as always, you're a rock star. Thank you so much for doing this. We'll definitely do a part 2. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow night, 6 to 8 p.m. The tradition is at the King's Inn. I will be guest bartending with my arch enemy Cassidy. Probably going to be a fight to the death. You know how that goes. But
and anything I say can and will not use be against me in the court of law. And if anybody thinks that I said anything incriminating, nope. Sorry.
And if you're offended, take it up with me. We'll talk.
That's right.
So yeah, stop by the King's Inn. I'm gonna drag Tracey out. She's got to go with me tomorrow night.
I'll come. Oh well, maybe not. But...
I'll
come.
Easy there. Easy there. King's Inn tomorrow night. We got. Don't forget, guys. HelderbergMeadWorks.com. Please go give them some love. All the sponsors that you saw on the Extreme Music Awards, show them some love as well. We got a lot of stuff coming up in the future, guys. Next week, we are going to have another My Fuzzing Rock Show host. It will be none other than Myron Lauzon.
Myron's awesome.
I love
him.
He'll
be great.
He's done all the artwork that I've ever had for the show. He's done it.
But we shall book a part 2 at some point.
No, 100%. Absolutely.
You have to tune in for part 2 to hear more stories because I do have more. He scratched the surface tonight.
That's right. That iceberg runs fucking deep, baby. I don't know if that was a sexual thing or not, but I'm going to call it that. We'll call it that.
Go ahead.
Why can't I find? Oh, I'm so fucking stupid. I'm looking for my ending stuff and it's on the other page. There, we got to switch back to it. There we go.
Don't play ending stuff. I don't want it to end. Please, baby, don't go.
Listen, it has to end so that we can get a part 2 sometime.
Fuzzy, I can't live without my phone.
Oh, listen, I'm only a phone call away. You know that. So we're gonna end it tonight. We're gonna do the marathons, get outs, and then.
Did you not do the goodbyes from Seinfeld yet for me? Or what? No, was it goodbye we were talking about?
Yeah, that's good. That's tonight's. That's tonight's. I saved it for you.
Oh,
yep,
yay!
Absolutely.
Okay.
So we're gonna sign out.
Thank you
guys.
all for tuning in and showing up. We truly appreciate you.
100%. YouTube.com/That Fuzzing Rock Show. Facebook.com/That Fuzzing Rock Show. Instagram and TikTok is at That Fuzzing Rock Show. Come out and see it at the King's.
Maybe next time I'll have Taylor Swift.
Oh, Taylor and Travis. That's right. All right, guys. Again, appreciate it. Next week for Myron Lauzon, we're going to be hanging out with Myron next week, and tune in for that. Appreciate all you guys. T, love you as always, and
love you too,
we'll see you all again next week.
Get out!
Get out of here.
Get out!
Get out of here.
Get out of here!
Get the hell out of here!
Get out!
Now get the fuck out!
Get out of here!
Get out of here!
Get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here!
Get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here!
Get out of here!
Get the fuck out of the trailer park.
Get the fuck out!
You're here to play, so feel the love calling on face. You'll think me silly, but I sort of fell in love with her.
Do you have to open graves to find girls to fall in love with?